let me bring up my did y'all hear me just now? Cause I just realized that I was not even showing on the panel, which is crazy. y'all hey, y'all let me know if y'all heard anything I just said. That's where I was talking a mile a minute and didn't even realize I was not even on the screen. If not, I would attempt to start that all over again. Gerald, let me know if y'all heard anything that I just said. Tebow. Mike said no. Okay, just now. All gone. Past 5 minutes, I've been sitting here and okay. That's my fault. Nah, Mike, I wasn't ghosting you, dog. I forgot to add myself to the panel. All right. Doggone. I can't even talk about Will today. I can't even talk about Will. Go ahead, Gerald, man. Let me live. Let me live. This Monday morning, dog. This is Monday morning. All right, all right. So right now, chat, y'all are the panel. Okay, y'all are the panel this morning. So Carolina's offense looked connected against Jacksonville. The run game helped. The protection corrected itself. Bryce got the ball out clean. They finished. But was that a real formula or just a good preseason drive? So y'all put in the chat for me, formula or small sample. All right. Put that in the chat for me. Formula or small sample. All right. Shut up, 336. All right, let's start with the facts. All right. Today we are talking Carolina's offensive formula, what Houston can really test before the regular season, and whether Chau Smith-Wade has earned a defined role in this secondary. Facts first, football context next, then we debate it. So Carolina's offense did not just make one good play against Jacksonville, it corrected a mistake inside the game. The protection broke down on the opening possession. On the next drive, the running back handled his responsibility. Bryce Young had time. Tommy Tremble came open. The offense got multiple people involved, and Carolina finished physically. That is what an offense is supposed to look like when the operation is connected. Now let's find out whether that was a real formula or just one good preseason sequence. Now, before we get too high off of one preseason drive, let's slow it down, okay? Carolina needed this response. Against Buffalo, the starting offense had limited snaps and never found a rhythm. Against Jacksonville, they came back and gave us a drive where the run game, the protection, Bryce Young, and the skill players all worked together. That's real progress. But progress and identity are not the same thing. And identity is what you can lean on when the defense knows your tendencies, when the first play does not work, when you face third and long, when pressure changes to protection, and when the game is not scripted. So I do not want to overreact to the 11 snaps, but I also do not want to dismiss clean football just because it happened in August. So the question is not, did Carolina look good? I believe the question is, what part of the drive can Carolina repeat when Houston tries to take it away? That is where we are going first. All right. So bring up my first graphic. All right. Carolina's possible offensive formula. All right. So number one I have here, run with purpose. Stay ahead of the chains, early downs, rhythm, play action. Okay. Number two, protect Bryce. Fix the mistake, keep him clean. That's the part of identification, the communication, and pocket awareness for the quarterback. Number three is multiple targets. Make the defense cover everyone. That include the tight ends, the receivers, running backs out in the space. Just spread the ball around. All right. Number four, turn clean ball into points. Red zone, physicality, and execution. You got to be able to finish drives. All right. And number five, the Houston test. Repeat it when the picture changes. We know Houston going to bring pressure. They're going to make some adjustments, and at the end of the day, you want proof that your offensive formula is working. All right. So one good drive shows the formula. Houston tests the identity. All right. So we hear Dave Canales always talk about creating an identity. What's our identity? All right. We've been saying for the longest that we're a run first football team. Well, I don't think we have proven that to anybody, let alone ourselves, that we are truly a run first football team. So hopefully, year 3, this is when Dave Canales and Brad can have the offense create an identity, especially running the ball. You got to hang your hat on something. And let me bring my guy to the stage. Popping, what's going on?
What's up with you, man? Doing all right?
Nah, yeah, I'm good. I'm good, dog. I started and I was sitting here talking for like 2-3 minutes. Didn't even realize I wasn't even on the screen. That's bad
it
business.
be
That's
it be
bad
like
business,
that.
dog. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
bad.
What's up, everybody? What's up, America? What's happening?
Yeah. He said, "What's up, America?" Okay. All right. So the first topic of the day: did Carolina show a real offensive formula? All right. So the facts first: Carolina beat Jacksonville 34-17. Young completed 5 of 6 passes for 49 yards. Jonathan Brooks finished with 18 yards and a touchdown on 5 carries. The first offense's second possession was a 7-play, 58-yard touchdown drive. If y'all remember, I've been saying at least get us 7 plays and get us in scoring position. Panthers coach Dave Canales called the drive valuable because the group improved its protection and found a rhythm. Young said an identity must be built repeatedly, not in one night. So, context behind it: Carolina's best sequence had connected football. Brooks gave the offense manageable downs. Protection improved after an early mistake. Young operated on schedule. Trimble and T Mac helped move the chains. The offense finished at the goal line. That is a formula. An identity is what you can repeat when the opponent knows what is coming, changes the picture, and brings regular season pressure. So, Poppin, first question to you: did Carolina show a real formula or just one good preseason drive?
I mean, just one preseason drive.
Okay.
That was
All
it.
right.
I think it was kind of some BS when Canales say we show better protection. Of course you did. You had your starting guards out there. Duh. Like, I mean, no matter how you dress it up.
Why is that BS and not just the
Because
truth?
who
I mean,
but
hold on, when you compare last week when everybody wanted to beat the offense up and didn't want to realize that we had the second string guards in there, and now that the starting guards are in there and the protection is better, y'all don't want to give that credit. Like what
well,
help
well,
me understand what he said wrong.
I didn't say what he said was wrong. I'm just saying it was Captain
You said it's
Obvious.
BS.
It was a Captain Obvious statement because nobody doubted our starting guards. Like nobody did. I've been up here for days saying, "Oh yeah, I'm not worried about them. Oh yeah, they
Mhm.
probably just need to knock the rust off." So when he says it, it's kind of like, well, yeah, I kind of knew that. Yeah, I knew that you would have a better O line when you had the starting $100 million of guards up there. Like, duh, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they didn't do a good job. What I'm saying is when he said it, it wasn't like it was a shocker, like, oh wow, we did have a better protection.
Mhm.
Nah, we figured we would because we got good
Or we were
guards.
hoping we would. We were
There
hoping they
wasn't no
were.
hope. Well, maybe you hoped. I already said
No,
it because it's on record.
no. Ain't no well I'm not just talking about you and I, Papa. So let me just clear
You
the
talking about
air.
others? You talking
Not
about
not
others? Well, I don't
yeah,
know what others. Well, I'm
I'm
only talking
not
about me.
talking
I
about
don't know
just
what.
you and I conversation. I'm talking about
Mhm.
conversation that you and I have heard over other podcasts and other Panther fans as a whole. You know what the
Eh,
story has been.
that's why I don't acknowledge them like that.
All right. Okay. All right.
That's why I just,
All right.
I have all faith in Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis as far as starting guards. I mean, they have been battle tested. I just felt like they needed to. So the word should be gone now, right? Outside of that, outside of that, yeah, it was just another preseason game. Nothing. for us to be like,
Right.
oh yeah, we know specifically what they're gonna do. But let me ask you this: do
Mm-hmm.
a team every year has to find a new identity?
Um, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. When you are a team, especially when you have the same personnel back, um, when your identity has been we're going to run the football no matter what, i.e. the San Francisco 49ers, you know exactly what their identity is under Kyle Shanahan. Whether they whether they get 50 yards or 150 yards, they gonna run the ball irregardless. That's creating your identity. That's letting people know no matter what you do against us, we're gonna run the ball. Whether we get 1 or 2 yards or we break one for 10 to 15 yards, we're gonna run the ball. And that's been year in and year out with Kyle Shanahan. So no, I don't think every year you have to recreate your identity. What you think? You think so?
No, I don't. My other question was gonna be, what if when the coaches change? Because like when I look at the Patriots, I look at them looking the same, even with a
Mm-hmm.
different coach. So I'm wondering maybe it's the culture that changes your identity. It could be the coach that changes your identity. But we are definitely a team that never seems to have an identity at first. And then we got to find out later in the year what we are. And I kind of don't like that. I kind of wish that we kind of just stuck to what we've been known for. It has worked for us. Um, but we are in a new wave of new people in the building, so
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's just part of the trials and tribulations of trying to figure out what your identity is every single year.
Well, and I agree with you when you mention that we should go back to what we have always been known for, what was working then. But when was the last time that worked for us? For a whole schedule, for a full year. Like it's been a long time. Like so that identity that we once had, we have been far removed from that identity. The way those guys play the game. We've had countless numbers of turnover, head coaches, defense coordinators, offensive coordinators. So you have to reestablish that identity. The talent hasn't been the same to what we're accustomed to, what we had in the past. So you got to get the right talent in there, the right people with the right mentality. You know, that's what I'm hoping that Dave Canales and Dan Morgan is trying to build now. Now that we have some continuity, some establishment in the front office and the coaching staff and things like that. But it bothers me when I hear Dave talk about, we want to run first, run first, run first, but then we watch your play calling not match that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
where's that mentality that you talked about and been preaching about ever since um your first press conference? I just haven't seen that. So trying to get
Hmm.
back to where we used to be, trying to establish the run first identity. Yeah. And yeah, 336, it may look like we're a pass first offense right now because we haven't been able to establish the run consistently. So yeah, two things can be true. Yeah, something has to give.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
3-3. I think we pass first, then run. For
Mm,
now. I mean, till you get some running backs that can stay healthy and that can
right.
run it up the gut or run it to the outside. So yeah, I have to agree.
Okay. All right. One sec before I ask my next question. Let me just acknowledge some people that was in the chat. I appreciate you guys holding on this morning after my little blunder. Carolina Blue said morning. What's going on, Carolina Blue? Tebow said, good morning, LTT. What's going on, my guy? Gerald Stick Jones said, good morning. UO Sports Talk. What's going on, Gerald? Carlos Hughes said, good morning. Mike Darko started messing with me. Talking about no. What's going on, Mike? Yeah. B. Amos said, didn't hear you. What's going on, B. Amos? Hey, you guys make sure you hit that like button for me, all right? Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. There's 47, 48 people right now watching. If you're on Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, make sure you hit that like button. Get them likes up for me. I'll greatly appreciate it. Mike said he thought I was ghosting him. Nah, dog, I ain't gonna never ghost y'all. That was truly a mistake on my end right there. Like I said, I forgot to put myself on screen, dog. Yeah, I'm just steady talking away, and I'm backstage like everybody. All right, Matt Lomax said, appreciate you having a live show. I'm just getting off work. Hey, Monday through Friday, Matt, I'm here, dog. Monday through Friday. Yeah, I ain't clicking on 336. You asshole. Aiden French said, oh, what's the crate? What? Big ups from the Emerald Isle of Ireland. What's going on, Aiden French? Hey, do me a favor, dog. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. If you go to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, and you can click. Matter of fact, YouTube.com/@UO Sports Talk. YouTube.com/@UO Sports Talk. I greatly appreciate it. And I asked earlier, Earl said, what's up, Tony? What's good, Earl? King James said, good morning, Low Tone Tony. Good morning, Panther Nation. Keep pounding. What's going on, King James? So yeah, earlier I asked, was it a small sample or formula? And let's see. Carlos said small sample. SC Waterboy said small sample, and Smith-Wade ain't earned anything. Okay. King James said small sample. Gerald Stick Jones said the formula is pretty good. The execution has to be top tier. Facts. I agree with that. We are a pass first team. 336. Zip said good morning, y'all. And I'm gonna holler at Zip too. Hey, popping 333. Zip was backsliding on his dog last night, dog. I heard some stuff Zip was saying last night.
What
I was like, what in the heezy? Yeah, man.
Take a few minutes and say it.
Yeah. Zip talking about it. Yeah, he believed Haynes King can eventually take Bryce's spot. Ain't that something? Something?
I respect the man's opinion.
Hey, I love Zip to death.
Anything's possible in the NFL.
No. Some things you just know that you know. Okay, some things you just know that you know, and you have to just be real and be honest with yourself about what you know. Zip said, I believe Haynes King. He said, now he did say not this year, but probably next year he can replace Bryce. My feelings was hurt. I didn't even recognize him when he said that.
Your feelings were hurt.
I didn't. Yeah, dog.
You ain't got no emotional ties to Haynes King or Bryce Young.
No. Neither one. I'm talking about Zip. Just listening to Zip kind of like lose itself. You know what I'm saying?
Zip, you gonna have to pull up and explain yourself, brother.
You got to. Yeah, come lay on the couch, dog. Take your shoes off. I got a little blanket for you. Yeah. SC says, sup, Teapot Tony. Yeah, that's all right, baby white. What's going on? D-Cash says, Tony. Marquise said, 803, stop hating. That's all he do, Marquise. He's a big hater. Little hater. Little man. Antonio McClanahan said, what's up, Tony CJ panel in chat. Like, subscribe, comment, and share the stream. That's a fact. Appreciate you, Antonio McClanahan. do exactly what he said. Like, subscribe, comment, and share the stream. All right.
You right, 336. We know what side Zip on.
Yeah. 336 a Dave just doesn't want to say it. Quante Lewis said, "What's good, Tony? What's good, my guy? Driver, what it do, driver?" He said, "What it do, Tony?" What's going on? Hey, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button. D Cash. Okay. That's Will Tip Drill Will said, "Do y'all think once D. Lou and Hunt get warmed up, our running game will improve?" Yeah, I think so. I believe it will. All right. Just I'm thinking in today's football that the pass game opens up the run game. There aren't many running backs producing against loaded bosses. Gotta back them up. I mean, yeah, you do. That is true. That is true. You do have to back them up. That is true. I
You
believe
back
in
him up
that.
with the run game or you back him up with the pass game?
No, he talking about backing them up with the pass game. Yeah. Will Robinson says small sample. Okay. 336 is SC Waterboy. That's SC, man. That's him, Waterboy. Yeah, Will Robinson. What? He said, "Damn it, Zip." Yeah. AJ said, "I think they pulled them out after showing the bare minimum to have a passing grade." Okay, AJ. Daryl Sticks covering his face. Marquis said, "Still a business, Tony. Y'all forgot that." No, I ain't forget. Yeah, it is a business.
Oh,
But
Zip
but
say the link.
what
Oh.
yeah, what exactly do you mean by that? Who called for the link?
Oh, Zipper.
Oh, let me drop the link for my man. Let me drop the link for my boy. There you go, Zip. The link is in the chat. And she said, "Sound like some 336 would say." 336, yeah, Zip with us, Tony. Okay. Let's see who's us. All right. Yeah, I drop the link for old Zip. Yeah, I'm gonna need some explanation on that. I know he probably done got his thoughts together now. All right, Poppy. So, first question, the question to you after the debate question is: do you think that first drive will travel, or what travel? What do you think would travel from that first drive? Let me say it like that. What did you see in that not the first drive, but the drive we scored on the second drive? What did you see in that drive that you believe that would travel and that's something that we can build off of?
Um, to keep it simple, I think at least you could say that the protection is there. I think that can go forward. Protecting the quarterback, I think you can carry that on to
Mm,
the next game. Um, yeah, that's what I see when it comes to that. Um,
the
there
protection.
the protection, yeah, the protection. That's what I got out of that first drive is that the protection looked pretty solid. Um, there's some other things that got to be cleaned up. Once again, got to call out Jonathan Brooks. Your blocking is horrible. Good God, that
Hey,
block.
we could talk about that, but that was the premise of the opening, talking about the missed block pretty much in the on that first drive, but then he kind of made up for it when we're talking about making a correction in game, correct, not not waiting to after the game or waiting for practice or anything like that. Like the next drive, he made that correction and he picked up a block on the blitz that allowed Bryce to have time to make a completion. Because if he wouldn't have picked that blitz up, he would have got Bryce killed.
Well, you might
Mhm.
want to go back and look at it again because that was a face mask. That was all face mask.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. They
Yeah,
ain't called it.
yeah, they didn't
Yeah,
call it, but I, but
yeah,
but that
yeah.
that's my thing
So
though.
far as I know, far as I'm concerned, it ain't happening. Let me
Well,
bring. Hold on, hold on. We got somebody at the door popping.
let them on in.
Zip,
Hey, Tony, you funny, dog.
lay
Hey,
your
listen,
head on my
listen,
shoulder.
listen. Hold up now,
Excuse me.
hold up now. Now, I feel a lot better about this conversation this morning because Tone, I like how you organize things and structureize things in terms of letting people talk, letting people get their point across. Because motherfuckers weren't letting me
Uh-huh.
talk yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of frustrating me, but it is what it is. First of
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
the title of that live was "Can Old Boy Push Bryce for the Job?" I simply stated that this year he there's not a possibility because we're still under the evaluation of Bryce. I feel like this is that last year for him. I mean, I know we got the 5th year option, but I feel like that final
Mm-hmm.
decision is being made at the end of this year, by the end of this year, whether it happens sometime in the regular season. But if I'm not mistaken, he's been eligible for a full contract extension since the offseason, since the beginning of the offseason. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, him, and CJ Stroud. I think like a month apart. Where the teams picked up both of their 5th year options, so they are technically with Houston and Carolina for the next 2 years.
Okay, but no, I'm just saying though, if didn't he become eligible to get a contract extension though at the end of this or at this the beginning of this offseason?
Yeah. So
Okay, okay.
most quarterbacks, or I ain't gonna say just quarterbacks, first round picks anyway. They always got that 4 year with a 5th year option, right? That 5th year option is
Mm-hmm.
always up to the team. So
Mm-hmm.
in most cases, um, especially with quarterbacks, uh, the not the franchise, the organization will decide after their 3rd year whether they want to pick up your 5th year option. Now, what each team is looking for, I don't know. I'm not going to even try to because I know it's not all the same, not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily, but typically after the 3rd year, they say they're going to pick up your 5th year option. So it allows them 2 more years of evidence, proof, time for you to prove yourself, wherever the case may be, to see if they want to
Mm-hmm.
give you that big extension because they know that extension is going to be big. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So just because he's eligible, that don't mean that the Panthers or the Texans are in a hurry or in a rush that they have to get something done this off season or before the season start. That's just them buying time.
Well, no, I'm not insinuating that they should be in a hurry, but I'm just saying for those who are the ultimate Bryce lovers, those who are, locked in on him being here, you can ask that question to them. Why hasn't he gotten paid yet? You know what I'm saying? And my thing to the Haynes King thing was for the people for OG to ask that question. My thing was the only way that would be possible would be after the evaluation of Bryce is finished, and I believe that's finished this year. That's all I was saying. I wasn't saying that I think Ernest King gonna take his job next year. I'm saying if he had an opportunity to, it wouldn't be until next year anyway. That's all I was saying.
Okay. So you mean at the end of this season, right?
Yeah, at the end of the season, I'm saying
Okay.
if they're gonna
So
extend him, I feel like it's gonna get done this season.
so say Carolina doesn't extend him at the end of this season. He still
Mm-hmm.
has another season under contract. So just because they don't extend him after this season, that still don't mean that Haynes King will have an opportunity to take Bryce position.
Here's what I mean by that, Tony. For one, if he don't get paid this year, that would mean that he didn't show what they wanted to see for them to give him the extension this year. that would mean that this would be a fourth year that they did
Mm-hmm.
not see what they want to see. So in my eyes,
Okay.
it wouldn't really matter what he did in that fifth year. I feel like they would give him a real quarterback competition at that point. Because if I didn't decide to pay you in the fourth year, and I have a guy who, with the little sample sizing that I have of him, if he elevates the quarterback too, there's going to be a real competition. And at that point, he does. I feel like he would have potential to take Bryce's job.
Okay. So what? So let's just go back to what. Let's back up a little bit. What if
Mm-hmm.
Haynes King doesn't even elevate the QB2? I know a lot of people feel like he should be QB2 right now. And yesterday, on Unk Channel when they was talking about the contract that Haynes
Mm-hmm.
King got. Well, that's a
Mm-hmm.
standard undrafted free agent contract. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
the contract that he got ain't nothing that we can't get up under. I mean, get away from. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
His
That's true.
contract don't guarantee that he will be here, or that he's going to make the team. You know what I'm saying? Let alone be here next year. So, because I mean, if you look at it, the 1 year contract that Kenny Pickett has is definitely worth more than what Haynes King would make in his first year. So he got
Mm-hmm.
to leapfrog Kenny Pickett. Now, regardless of what a lot of the Haynes King's fan base is saying, or they thinking he's QB2 or this and that.
Mm-hmm.
In all reality, he's QB3.
Yeah, and
That's
that's
the
why.
reality of it.
Well, Tony, that's why I said next year because Kenny Pickett only got a 1 year contract, and honestly, I think we would be a fool to bring that dude. Colin Travis just gone. I think they're gonna cut him. You know what
But
I'm saying? So no, no, go ahead.
I'm Zip. I'm just having a hard time, Zip. You gonna have to tell me what you have seen from Haynes King in 2.5 quarters that makes you
Hey,
feel
I'm not.
like he would have the potential to overthrow Bryce Young at the end of this year if they don't pick up his 5th year option. Let's just say they don't pick up his 5th year option for whatever reason they choose not to pick it up. Are you really telling me, dog, that you have seen enough in 2.5 quarters in the Hall of Fame game against 2s and 3s and 4s that this dude really gonna have that he has what it takes right now to overtake Bryce in a QB competition? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not in any
He didn't
way,
say
shape,
right
or
now.
form. Yeah, but hold on,
No,
hold on. I'm
no,
not.
I
I'm not
didn't
in any
say
way.
right now. I'm talking about at the end of this year. At the end of
Well,
this year,
no.
like you said.
Listen, I'm not. I'm not. My stance isn't that Haynes King is going to outperform him or none of that. I'm saying as it falls right now, Tony, we only have
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Pickett under contract for this season. And Kyle Trask, I don't even know what they brought Kyle Trask in and gave him, to be honest. But I think he's the
Oh,
odd man out.
he's just a placeholder. He's just a placeholder to Haynes King come back.
Exactly. So as it falls right now, we got Haynes King under contract for 3 years, even though, like we
Mm-hmm.
established, it is a BS contract. It's still for 3 years, and we got Kenny Pickett that is under a 1 year contract. Now, I personally, I don't know how this will actually happen, but I think they would be a fool to bring back Kenny Pickett. Why would you do that? You know what I'm
Why you
saying?
say that? Why you say that? Because
Because
only reason I asked that because his numbers for the preseason so far has equal out to being a solid backup.
but what is the eye test? I don't. Okay, I mean, I guess.
No. Go. No, say that because that's important. What you just said is important. The eye test.
Yeah,
I stress that.
'cause, I mean,
I stress that more than anything. Go ahead. Go ahead with the eye test.
yeah, because I mean, the eye test showed me that he can give you a play or two here or there. But I mean, when we're talking about backup quarterbacks, when it comes down to what I feel like this team is going to need, I don't feel like The eye test shows me he's going to be that effective as a backup quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
Mm.
and that's just me being real. That's just me being real.
I got you. I got you.
And
I got you.
so,
I
so as it
like.
stands, oh no, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, you go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, I wasn't saying anything to Haynes King talent over Bryce. I don't think Haynes King at this point is better than Bryce at all, to be honest with you. I don't think I've seen
Okay.
a throw that Haynes King made that we haven't already seen Bryce make. So that's not my stance. I'm just saying, I feel like, looking at the contracts and how everything is falling right now, it's going to be
So
here.
you
know what
looking
I'm
at
saying?
you putting everything in its proper context is what you're saying.
Exactly. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
My
I
man.
think
My
I, I
man.
think I think he's looking at the upside as well. Give him a year to sit behind. You know what I'm saying? The QB get acclimated
Mm,
to the offense. If they
right.
don't decide to sign Bryce to a long-term competition, he's just saying that okay, he probably can bring him some competition. I think that's all he's saying.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Is that what you're
I think
saying?
he'll
Is that what you're
definitely
saying,
have an
Zip?
opportunity. Yeah, Papa hit the nail on the head. Papa hit the nail on the head.
All right, because I mean, I might have been a little sleepy yesterday when I tuned in and heard what I heard. I said, I know this ain't Zip. I know damn well. I said, you wait till I knew I'm gonna talk to you this morning. I wasn't even gonna try to
Yeah.
get on there last night. I wasn't gonna try to get on there last night. I was like, well, this do not sound like the Zip that I have come to get to know. Zip, I don't know if you're trying to say
And they
something,
was
but
like,
is he
can
cutting
you hear
out?
me? My bad.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, nah, then I made a personal expectation of them, and you see how they tried to tie that into what, whether that was going to be the Carolina Panthers determination or not. Everybody started saying, "Oh, well, you can have 4,000 yards and da 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 da." That wasn't my point. I'm saying I personally want to see him hit for 4K. I'm tired of this. In year 4 of this dude's career, it
Mm-hmm.
sounds crazy to me to say, "Oh, well, he 3,500, 3,600 is good enough for him." I don't think so. I think we need more.
So, and I'm gonna ask you just like I've asked anybody else that has talked about throwing for a certain amount. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to Reality Beats 11 for the $9.99 super chat. He said, after we pay Bryce, can we afford to pay for the best O-line, the best wide receiver group, and best running backs to help carry him? Remember, even Pickett performed with second and third string O-line, and King is a winner. Hey, appreciate that $9.99 super chat of Reality Beats. Anybody want to answer that? What Reality Beats just put out there? Papa, you go first.
That was a question I asked some people on another podcast. What are you willing to lose? What are you willing to lose? You're not gonna be able to keep everybody. Everybody knows that there's a big percentage that gets paid to quarterbacks when you sign them to these uh these
Right.
deals. And
Mm-hmm.
if you know, I think a lot of people get it confused that you're critiquing your quarterback to being hate. You don't have to like a player on a team for it to be hate. That's just not what you like what they do or what they bring to the table. That's fine. It's your team. You can critique them how you want to. The
Mm-hmm.
issue is that we're just now seeing the best year of Bryce Young, which is fine. Which that
Yeah.
goes without giving a whole bunch of context or whatever. Everybody know. It don't matter what year
Mm-hmm.
you look at it. He's here, whatever. Going into his 4th year, if he decides to get a contract, you're not gonna be able to keep everybody. It just so that means he's gonna have to elevate himself and others. And we're not very popular with drafting. We already complaining about what we drafted in the last several years. Or we've been talking about that for years. It goes way back. But we still haven't been doing that great on our draft picks. So Yeah, that's the question everybody's going to ask. What are you willing to lose? I don't think so. Real the Beast. I don't think if we pay him a major contract, you'll be able to keep good talent unless you hit in the draft.
Wow.
So take that as you will.
What you think, Zip?
Honestly, I don't think, I think that we need to, and there's a process in where we can begin to let go of some of these, you know what I'm saying? Some of these expensive contracts. Like Papa just said, you got to hit the draft, but I think we need to draft guards, two of them to be in particular. One year you let Robert Hunt go, then the following year you let Damian Lewis go. You know what I'm saying? But there's a way, and if you pay attention to what Carolina's been doing, they've been doing it. That's why we went and got Monroe Freeland this year, because I think, well, we know Taylor Moton is most likely gone after this year. Monroe Freeland is his replacement. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just got to pay attention to what Carolina is doing. We're not paying a lot of skilled players right now anyway. So what'll end up happening is if we got to pay skilled players and Bryce don't end up being it, or say we do end up paying Bryce and we got to pay skilled players, everybody ain't gonna get paid. We got to let go of some of them guys. I think Ted is for sure gonna get a contract though.
Oh yeah.
Let me chime in real quick. One more time.
Go ahead.
Because I see Gerald Stick says it's on the organization to draft and develop players. That's what I'm saying, Sticks. It's easier said than done. We haven't built that type of braggadocious, you know what I'm saying, ego to say, yeah, we hit on this several years in a row. We haven't been doing that. And I'm not saying the organization hasn't done it. I mean, can't do it. I just haven't seen it done yet. All my life, I've been watching the Carolina Panthers. I haven't seen them just hit back to back. That's one of our problems. So, in order to pay somebody that large amount of money, when you pay him, there's other people that's coming up for contracts as well. Just looking at the time frame. You know, a few years behind that, somebody else gonna be, 1 or 2 years after if he gets extended, somebody's gonna be up for contract. And I ain't talking about little contracts, big contracts. Can you do that and still keep these other solid pieces that you might have on defense to stay there? Because you're banking. Okay, we just don't really. We don't have the, you know what I'm saying, the like I said, the reputation of saying, yeah, we hit in the draft. So can it happen? Yes. But has it happened? I haven't seen it yet. So right now, no, I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Like Candy Girl says, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure to support the channel by hitting the like button. Everyone, make sure you are hitting the like button as you come in. I would greatly appreciate it. YouTube.com/@UO Sports Talk. Subscribe to the channel. Turn the post notification bell. Select all. That way you'll be made aware whenever I do go live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. But back to Reality Beats question. So he said, after we pay Bryce, can we afford to pay for the best O-line, wide receiver group, and the best running backs? Well, nobody does that. Reality Beats. Nobody has the best running back, wide receiver group, and O-line on one team. Nobody does. Everybody pays. Everybody has to make adjustments every year. They have to make calculated decisions. Who's going to make what? Everybody that has a franchise quarterback, they build around their quarterback, or they should build around their quarterback, not based off of, I think this quarterback can just take us to the moon by himself. No, nobody has been able to do that. Tom Brady didn't even do it by himself. Patrick Mahomes didn't even do it by himself alone. So, I mean, you're going to have to make some adjustments in other places. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you do decide to pay your franchise quarterback. Whether you think he's a franchise quarterback or not, the first overall pick quarterback on your team. So yeah, there's some decisions that's going to have to be made. Just like Gerald Sticks mentioned earlier, you have to draft smarter. Poppin made a mention that there has been problems with the draft picks. That Carolina has notoriously have. I honestly feel like the draft selections have gotten better since Dan has taken over. Are you gonna hit on every draft pick? Absolutely not. There's gonna be some that you question, yes, but I think we have had better drafts these past 3 years than we have had in the past 7 to 10 years. That's my opinion. I honestly feel that way. There's like I said, there's some positions that's going to probably take a hit. We can't keep everybody, but that's not a problem. That's a problem that every team has. We're not no anomaly when it comes to that. Every team has to go through and make these decisions every single year, right? Every single year. So so say you decide not to pay Bryce for whatever reason. You decide not to pay Bryce. Who's to say that the next quarterback that you draft or the next quarterback that you bring in is going to be any better than the quarterback that you have? You know what I'm saying? At least you know exactly what you got. No matter how we feel about him as fans, the people in the office know exactly who they have at quarterback. And I would think they probably feel pretty good. That's why they made a decision to pick up his 5th-year option. We've seen first round draft picks, first overall picks who didn't even get a 5th-year option or make it to that 5th-year option with their team or get traded before their rookie contract is up. So there's a lot of possibilities. So I hope that answer your question. But that's a good question though. I definitely appreciate that question. Let me bring Zip back up, and then let me bring my man Tip Drill Will. What's going on, Will?
Hey,
What's going on?
Y'all hear me clearly? Y'all can hear me clearly?
No, you breaking up. You sound like you got that frog on the phone again.
Chopping.
What up, Zip?
What's going on? But nah,
What's going on?
I just wanted to speak real quick to the 4,000 thing because, when we talk about us needing the offense to be better because of the schedule that we're playing this year, we're going to have to put up points. I don't think it's a lot to ask when I say I want to see Bryce hit 4K this year. It's going to help the offense. And when you look at it, at some point we have to be able to elevate this talent even further. We can't have Jalen Coker with low numbers this year. We need to use Darren Waller. Hopefully, if JD stay healthy, we need to use him effectively. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of different things that we can really dig deep into this offense and like Papa say, find our identity. And it shouldn't take to the end of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm saying, man. I don't think there's much to ask for a case from Bryce. I think just setting the bar low when we say, 35, 36, 3,700 will be enough. I think that's setting the bar low for him.
Well, welcome to the Carolina Panthers. The bar is set low for a lot of people.
Yeah, man. I'm not doing that shit this year.
Okay, so to that effect, like I said, I've asked plenty of people this question. So say Bryce goes out there and throw for 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 10 or less interceptions, but the Panthers don't make the playoff. They don't win the division. What do you say then?
We got our quarterback.
Hmm. So
Hey,
is it
hey,
more
Tony, can you
about
hear me better now?
Yeah. So is it more
Okay, I just want to
about do
make
we
sure.
got
Okay.
our is it more important that we got our quarterback now, or is it more important that we win the wins or losses and winning division and making it to the playoffs?
I mean, I think it's more important that we get that production from the quarterback position, Tony. That's all I'm saying. We
Okay.
need that. We need it. And just
All right.
because Bryce is who he is, and he's such a fan favorite, we drafted him number one overall. We shouldn't set the bar low for him or nobody, no player on this team. If JB remain healthy, I'm expecting a decent amount from him this year. If he remain healthy throughout the season, I want to see JB hit 750, 800 yards. And that I don't think that's a low bar for him coming off that injury. I think that's moderate to high, honestly.
Okay. What you think about this conversation, Will?
Hey, good morning. Hey, Zip, I feel a lot better, man. My stomach was upset when you was talking about that Haynes King thing. You made me feel better, man.
Thank you.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
Hey, the only thing I would say is this: 3,500 yards passing isn't a low bar.
It's
I just
not.
want people to
It's
understand
not.
that. Like in the NFL, passing for 3,500 yards, there was 12 quarterbacks last year that did that.
I think it was like only 6. There was only 6 quarterbacks that threw for over 4,000 yards.
Over 4, no, I said 3,500. 3,500. Only 6 threw for 4,000.
Yeah.
It's like 12, right? So
Yeah.
I just want people to understand that systematically. So when I say Bryce throwing for 3,500 yards, that's fringe top 10 quarterback play according to that one statistic. Now, I'm not saying that that's the end all to be all. You know what I mean? But as far as this conversation, the question that the guy asked, if we pay Bryce Young, can we pay for the top level wide receivers and the top level running backs and the top level O-line in order to achieve that? I don't think they have taken into account how the roster is constructed. We're not paying any wide receivers right now.
Exactly, Will.
We got our running backs, our number one running back.
Yeah.
We ain't paying them nothing. You are paying for top flight interior guard play, but hell, depending on what you pay Icky, you may end up with a right tackle on a rookie contract and a left tackle on a middle of the road contract. And we paying our center. We paying our center on we paying them on like weed. We paying them with like candy right now. Like they're not, like people are not, they're just, what's the word I want to use? They're not seeing the whole picture the way Dan Morgan has kind of put the roster together.
Yeah. Yeah. Popping, what you got, Popping?
I mean, I've said what I had to say. I get the whole picture. And still, it don't matter whether you're talking about long term or looking into the salary cap from years to come, this, that, and other. When you pay a quarterback, franchise quarterback money, most of the time, a lot of times, you usually lose some talent, whether that's on the offense or the defense. You cannot keep everybody, and that's just a fact. It's no way around.
That is a fact.
Arguing it. So when it comes to him saying about the offense, offensive line, wide receivers, the answer is no. You will not be able to keep all those people there, especially the guards. Somebody's gonna have to go. You're gonna have to transition some way, somehow, and you better hope that the organization can draft great quality. The talent that you lose.
I don't know what happened, Papa, but you fell off and came back in.
Oh yeah,
What you
I
say
don't.
towards the end?
So you gotta hope that the organization drafts, or because the best thing to do is to try to draft. But if you go back into free agency, once again, you're digging right back into that pot where you just got out of. Um, but they will have to draft. Hopefully, that's the best way to go about it. Some premier talent that can jump right in and fill that void, and hopefully bring the same good skill set. Like I
Okay.
said, we just don't have a history of doing that. It's not that I'm being mean, nasty. This another. We have not been a franchise that draft well. We just don't. So I mean, but hey, anybody can argue that. But no, you cannot keep the same talent.
Well, yeah, I think that was a given popping. Even off that question that reality beats
Mhm.
posed to everybody. I don't think there's anybody that has been the highest paid at each position after paying a quarterback. I don't think that's ever happened in history of the NFL. And that's why most teams would tell you they want to try to build a team as much as possible on a rookie quarterback contract, because they do know when it's time to pay him, you're not going to be able to go out and get top flight talent because of how much his contract is going to take up when it comes to salary cap. So managing the salary cap, managing, what you could
Mhm.
possibly do in the next 2 to 5 years, or 3 to 5 years, all that
Mhm.
comes into consideration. I mean, Brent Taylor's already said that he's moved on to 2028. You know what I'm saying? So that there's money that has already been allocated, not only for Bryce but other potential free agents that may come up, that we have currently on our team that's probably looking to get paid within the next year or two. I think that
It's
money has
it.
already. Go
My
ahead.
bad. My bad. It just seems like some people are confused in the chat. I guess what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like if we can't draft talent, why are you crying about keeping everybody? Which one is it? I'm not crying about keeping anybody. I'm just telling you what the reality is. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
we've been a so bad of organization. We forget the draft is how you build the team, not a bunch of high dollar free agents. That's a fact. Somebody said it's like y'all think Bryce is resetting the market. That's not the point. The point is when you pay a franchise quarterback, he takes a big percentage of your money. It's not about none of that. Like it's big. I can't. Yeah. All
So
right.
Poppin, so let me ask you this though. So let me ask you this, because you mentioned about when you do sign a franchise quarterback, or get him that extension, he's gonna take up a good chunk of money. So would you rather not just um pay a quarterback what quarterbacks are getting paid nowadays, so you can possibly spread that money elsewhere? Because then what? So I guess what I'm saying is, if you have a quarterback, and I'm not saying us as fans, I'm just saying the organization. If they have a quarterback in their system in the door now that they feel that it is worth to give that quarterback an extension, and whether he's making top of the market money, middle of the market money, the bottom tier of the market money, or whatever, he's going to end up making more than what he's making now. So should a team just discard a quarterback because his big contract is coming up, and go get another quarterback so you continue to pay the other positions around the quarterback?
Well, see, my only thing is I can't put my mindset right now on in the me looking at other teams. Because I can only think about us. There is
Mm-hmm.
no problem paying a franchise quarterback or a quarterback who's earned the money as a franchise quarterback. It's not because
Right.
because we got stability. It's not because look what he went through. He's earned it. If you earned it, you should get
Right.
paid because can he can also cover up some of the other blemishes and weak points of your team because he's just such a good player. That's all. He's so good. That's why he earned a check
Mm.
that you can maybe lose some things somewhere else because he's bringing that type of talent and you know you can win with him. If it's not that, I don't see no other way or why I would pay anybody. It don't matter what position, but we're just talking about franchise quarterback. I'm not paying somebody who hasn't earned it or shown it just because I feel sorry for you or because you're scared to go back and get a quarterback who can possibly, be a franchise quarterback. What are we doing? It's too much sucker shit going on. I don't feel bad for not one of these players because they're millionaires.
Right.
So if you earned it, then you should get paid. And then you move
Okay.
accordingly. Then you can pick up so and so over there, or you can drop this guy over there because, hey, we got a franchise quarterback. We know he's a franchise quarterback. If you're still being evaluated, no matter what position that you play, then obviously you're not a franchise anything until proven to be so, to be even given that title. You're not an all pro,
Okay.
you're not a pro bowler, you're none of that. And so you shown it. We just want to give shit to people. We are becoming a very soft ass fan base. Mediocre alike.
Well,
Selling it for
well,
anything.
shout out to Reality Beats for the $4.99 super chat. He said, "My question is, can we trust BY9 to carry this team with them being gone eventually?" I don't know if we can trust them or not. For me, the verdict is still out. I think last year is a step in the right direction. I mean, if he goes out there this year and have a year better than last year, especially with the schedule that we're facing, I think you'd be hard pressed not to say that you can't trust him. But that remains to be seen. It's easy to say or anything like that. You got to see the proof on the field. So I can't wait to see how this year plays out week after week. You know what I'm saying? Because like I've said in the past, me personally, I don't believe he's worth $55 million or $50 million a year right now. I've said that. You know what I'm saying? But as the market always dictates or helps dictates what these guys make. Whether I believe they worth it or not, popping, whether you believe they worth it or not, or anybody, cool Kev, it don't even matter. The market value is going to dictate how much money these guys make. And that's something that Dan Morgan and Brent Tillis are going to have to wrestle with and decide, is Bryce worth paying the market value on? And that's for any quarterback. Matter of fact, not just quarterback, for any position. The market value is tied to the salary cap, which is in the CBA. I keep trying to tell y'all this. Is in the CBA. When the league makes more money, these players will make more money. That's just how it's set up. That's why these contracts keeps topping the contract before them. Every time you turn around, somebody is the highest paid player at their position, and then 24 hours later, somebody else in their position say, "Hold my beer, give me 100,000 more than him." Now I'm the highest paid player. That's just the way it goes. Whether you like it or not, that's the way it's going to go. That's the way it's going to happen. And if Carolina decide to re-sign Bryce Young, that's what it's going to be when it comes to him. Whether you like it or not, the market is going to dictate what he gets paid. All right. So number 2 on the first topic. Anybody that watched the game, do you feel like Brooks' correction mattered most? Meaning we saw the blocking mishap that he had on the first drive, and then he came back the second drive and quote unquote corrected that. Now, Papa say face mask. I ain't seen no face mask because they ain't called it, so I'm gonna play blind to to that fact. But Zip, what you think about Jonathan Brooks, quote unquote, correcting his mistake from the first quarter to the second quarter?
Oh man, I like it. I'm a Jonathan Brooks fan, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll say this. I like what I seen when I scouted them when we drafted them. I'm not saying I watched them because I don't watch college football. I done been on record saying that.
Okay.
But yeah, I like him as far
Oh,
as who he is.
hold on 1 second, Zip. Shout out to Nervash for the $5 super chat. He said, "What does Bryce have to do this year for you to earn a $50 million a year contract in terms of stats and wins? Any other metric as well?" To answer that question, listen, Nervash, I don't have a set number when it comes to he has to throw for a certain amount of yards or anything like that or any of those metrics. I personally believe, this is my opinion, that the wins matter more to me than what your stat says. You know what I'm saying? Because the stats can be so misleading in so many different ways. I think the wins and losses at the end of the day is what gonna really matter. I think maybe that they're looking at the trajectory that he's possibly taken. If you just look at the numbers, I mean, the trajectory right now is going up. I do feel like he needs to top what he did last year. Now, what exactly those numbers are, I don't know. And I have not put no set numbers on it. When it comes to that, I just want to see him play well and the team as a whole play well, and us duplicate the NFC South Championship again and make it to the playoffs. Go ahead, Zip. Appreciate that $5 super chat, Novash. Go ahead, Zip. Okay. Can you hear me, Poppy?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. All right. So I guess Zip must be busy right now. Well, Papa, what you think? I think we kind of already kind of touched on it, but what you think about Brooks' correction in game? You know, with the non face mask call that was not called.
Let me ask you this, Tony.
No,
When-
I asked you a question. I asked, we can't answer a question with a question.
Well, if you say it was a correction, I don't. I think he tried better and ended up doing another thing wrong. So, I mean, he which would have caused you even more because, anywho, great, keep it up, Jonathan Brooks. Yeah, but I know one thing.
Yeah.
You do that in a real NFL game where the games really truly matter. 15-yard penalty. I'm telling y'all.
Penalty.
Yeah, so we can ignore it if we want to. I'm glad it's on tape, so that way he can go and correct that as well. So now you got two things to work on.
Mm-hmm.
What's good, Edge?
Now, who? Oh, I ain't got down there. But go ahead. What was your question?
Did they make that call on Ransom? Did they throw a flag on that hit that he did in the first preseason game?
Nope. And I say he should have got it. And I say he should have got a flag.
And just like Jonathan Brooks should have got a flag
Uh-oh.
too. There we go.
My bad,
All
Tony.
right. Yeah,
nah, you good. You good.
So don't ignore that, and then ignore this. See, Tony chooses when he want to. You know what I mean?
What you talking about, dog?
Stick and move.
What you talking about?
Gonna work with me, Tony.
Hey,
I just
Don't give me that baloney.
I just asked a simple question, and because you call it a face mask, I don't think a lot of people saw that as a face mask. I don't.
His left
So
hand was covering the left side of his other man's face and his hand on his helmet.
now when you say the side, now do you mean near the ear hole, or was it
It,
actually the
it
face
was on
mask?
face mask, like, bruh, I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know
yeah,
what you're
okay.
talking
You don't
about.
know what he
You
talking
got the
about.
Zip.
tape.
Tell
You got the
you.
tape. You got the tape. Don't worry about it. He got it. He got the tape.
Hey Zip, what you think about Jonathan Brooks' correction from the first series to the second series when it comes to
Yeah.
blocking? Because that first series he missed the block and then he picked up a block um, that helped Bryce buy more time and making completion. So
Mhm.
what do you think about that in game correction?
I think that's what we want to see, and I think with time on the field he'll get even better at it. But I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Like you said, he did make a real big mistake in that first drive, but he went on that sideline, listened to what the coaches had to say, and he got in his own head and came back out and was better. And that's what we
Mm-hmm.
need. That's what we need. That's what we want to see out of JB.
Okay. All right. Will, what's going on? What you think about Jonathan Brooks' in-game correction when it came to his blocking? Again, he missed a block on the first series, and then on the second series, he picked up a block that gave Bryce more time to complete a pass. What you think about that awareness? And before you answer that, full transparency, me, Will, and Jay Hudge watched tape of Jonathan Brooks in his last year from Texas, and the first thing that stood out and I brought to Will attention was like, and Will was like, damn, I ain't know it was like that. The first thing that we mentioned and brought up was his blocking or lack thereof. Um, I don't know which one of these Will is trying to. Let me remove this one, add this one. Will, you there?
Yeah, I'm finally here, man. This Wi-Fi and damn
Okay.
internet is killing me.
Okay. All right. So what do you think about what I was just saying? You remember when we watched tape on Jonathan Brooks, and one of the first things that popped out was his lack of blocking.
Yes, it was, and it popped up, in that dang going in that last game we just played.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
showed up. So you know what? Nothing comes out the package from college as a complete package. He got to be coached up. He got to be able to get in there and get dirty. If he want to be a 3-down back, he got to learn how to block.
Okay, well you done cut out again. You might need to go down to the hotel lobby. All right. So listen, Jonathan Brooks. Well, like I said, we watched some tape of Jonathan Brooks, me, Will, and Jay Hudge. One of the first things that stood out about his blocking, about him on tape was his blocking, and lack thereof. So yeah, we definitely talked about that. That's something that he definitely needs to get better at. Because in NFL, if you're talking about being RB1, you got to just be more than just willing to just throw your shoulder into a chip block. When it comes to a defensive end, you got to be able to put your face mask in the way when it comes to picking up a zone blitz or anything like that. To help buy time for your quarterback. Go ahead, Will. We can hear you now, or we can't hear you. What's up, Edge? Will, you there? All right, he's still not there. All right. Poppin', do you think Bryce would put in a better situation in this Jacksonville game than he was in the Buffalo game?
Yeah. Sure was. It sure was. We had the starting guards out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. Zip, what you think? You think Bryce was put in a better situation against Jacksonville than he was against Buffalo? Okay. Everybody having communication problems today. Oh, gone. All right. Okay, Papa, let me ask you this. Did the run game open the pass game?
Nope. I wasn't. Well, listen, I might be a harsh critic. I didn't see
Yeah.
anything. If we're talking about when the starters are out there, there wasn't not a lot of explosion. But I said they gave you manageable downs to throw the ball. How about that? But the run game was not explosive. Uh, maybe it'll get better. Jonathan Brooks looked a little slow to me. Blocking could have been a little bit better too. But he did look a little slow to me. I didn't see any burst. But all I care about with JB is come out healthy, and so that way you be ready for week one. I mean, right now you're running back one. Chuba ain't available, so you're running back
Right.
one right now.
Okay.
These are very important snaps.
That is facts. Zip, are you with us, dog?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm here.
Okay. What was the question? Yeah. What do you feel like Bryce was put in a better situation in this game against Jacksonville than he was against Buffalo? Y'all hold it down for a minute. You and Poppin.
Heard that. Yeah, I definitely think so, man. I think with our guards, we missed them. That's why we spent so much money on them guys because we needed better guard play. So for us to not have them out there week one, I mean, I honestly expected a lot better from Brady Christensen. Brady Christensen to me looked like he took a step back from last year. But hey, we'll see how things go as the season go on. But yeah, I think he definitely was put in a better situation, and I would have accepted anything less than what we got.
Yeah, his other question was, do you think the run game opened up the pass game?
Yeah, I mean, I think the run game was effective. And it put us in positions to not have to convert with the pass on third down every time. You know what I'm saying? And that's key. That's key. That's what we need.
Yeah, that's funny, man. You had totally different answers. I said I didn't think I said I think the run game has put us in manageable downs, but it wasn't
Mhm.
nothing explosive. I thought JB looked a little slow. I didn't see any explosiveness coming from him, but hey, he's getting himself back acclimated to the game. I just want him to come out healthy and be ready for week one.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I think with JB, as he get more time, we'll see a little bit better from him. I can't jump out there and say he's gonna be this all world back, even though that's what I want to see from him. But I think he'll get better than what we saw on that field. And like I
Yeah.
said, me personally, I like it. For him to be getting some action, and it looked better than last week because against Buffalo, he really didn't do much at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Do hold on, let me shout out to Tip Drill Will. Fellas, I'm gonna have to play the chat. This Wi-Fi over here is unsat. Yeah, well,
man.
You might have to turn the VPN on your phone if you got it, or on your laptop. Yeah, because the Wi-Fi over there is kind of it's not good. It's not good. All right. What would you say? Oh, okay. Going back to what you said, Zip, just now about Brady Christensen. So you're not willing to give Brady Christensen a little leeway right now, given the fact that he's coming off of a ruptured Achilles injury, and kind of like just thrown back into the fire because of the lack of depth that we have at guard right now.
Yeah, I mean, and I realize that. That's why I say as time goes on, I think he'll be better because I've seen better play than Brady Christensen. But hopefully, what we saw so far this year, God damn, my bad. I'm getting one of these damn one of them Amber Alerts came to my phone. But yeah,
Okay.
With what we saw so far, I'm hoping that injury is not what's setting him back, and it's just him needing to get back in the swing of things. You know what I'm saying?
Who kidnapped Bryce? Zip? Who kidnapped Bryce?
You said who? Oh shit! Hey! Frank Wright kidnapped his ass. He said, "Nigga, you cost me my job." No, Frank Wright chilling because ain't Frank Wright still getting paid, or how much of that contract did he still get paid after we fired him?
I do not know.
All of it.
I do not know.
See what I'm saying?
D-Cash says Zavala gave up 6 pressures on 6 dropbacks, but Bryce was cheeks. Can't even take you serious at Cool Kev. Either you troll too much or you really don't know ball. D-Cash, let me help you out. I think it's a combination of two. I don't think Cool Kev know no damn ball, and we know he's a big ass troll. Yeah, you hit it around the head, D-Cash. That's exactly who Cool Kev 88 is. A big ass troll that play Madden, and that's the only damn ball he knows. Facts, Cool D-Cash. You fat. That's facts.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
He tell me I know plenty. My eyes work. You still a troll, a big ass troll, Cool Kev. D-Cash, that's right. He was exactly right. Will Rouse said, I tried everything. VPN, no VPN, 5G, 4G, carrier pigeons. Damn.
Carrier pigeons is wild. That's wild. Carrier pigeons.
God. Edge said he with the Jets. Who with the Jets? Edge. Who you talking about? Eternal said when y'all say he not the type. Oh, to our Frank, right? Yeah. He's offensive coordinator with the Jets right now. Eternal 252 said when y'all say he not the type to carry a team, if we don't win soon with the pieces we have, we're gonna have to upgrade to something more expensive, and that's not attainable. Who he talking about? Bryce? He's not the type to carry a team if we don't win soon. Okay. All right, Eternal. Yeah, you have to break that down for me. I think you're talking about Bryce. DK said facts, Tony. WTF. I know. Yeah, you just gotta know who Cool Kev is, D-Cash. He that type of guy, man. He that type of guy. Be Amos. Damn, Tony. The shots of Cool Kev look like my drunk uncle.
Oh shit. Cool Kev been getting on your ass.
Right. Yeah. Kev look like a Thomas. All right.
He said he looked like a nigga named Thomas.
Yeah. Oh God. That's crazy. That's crazy work.
Hey, cool Cam, I know you ain't gonna stand for that shit, boy.
Hey,
Oh shit.
so y'all, we play the Texans Friday. The game is Friday, Bank of America Stadium.
Yes.
The joint practice is scheduled for Wednesday. So what must Houston confirm for us this week?
Shoot.
Since it's our last preseason before we play Chicago week 1. What must be confirmed with Houston this week? And that could be offensively or defensively.
I'll say they need to confirm, you know what I'm saying, that this offensive line gonna play good week 1. Our starters against their starters, I want to see what that look like. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the offensive line versus the D line.
Exactly. Because that test right there,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm anxious to see what comes out of this joint practice Wednesday. Because I personally do not think you're going to see the starters for either team in this last preseason game. So I think the work that they get Wednesday is very, very important. And by Houston having arguably the number 1 ranked defense, the number 1 edge combo right now in the league, I can't wait to see how our ones, in the trenches, stack up against their ones. I can't wait to see that. Well, what you think, Poppin?
It's hard to say what the Panthers are gonna have to prove, or because this is a good test. I mean, because you won't really see them in game action. We're only gonna be able to get but so much information. I don't think reporters get paid to hype up any other team or nothing like that. But they have their judgment call on how critical they want to be, and that lies between the truth and a little bit of favoritism. So this is a good defense. So the offense would definitely be tested. Um, if we can hear something that, hey, Monroe Freeland held his own, this is a humongous test for him. Not really worried about the guards. I'm just curious if we can move the ball on offense. Defensive wise, will we be able to connect to somewhere getting close to CJ Stroud? They are not known for a good offensive line. So I should be hearing a lot more pressures and sacks this week because they just don't care about the quarterback enough to protect him. So that's what I want to hear out of it.
Okay. All right. So listen, if you are just joining us, Carolina's offense showed a connected sequence against Jacksonville. The debate is not whether the drive was good. The debate is whether it can travel. Right? Can we duplicate it? Can it be something that we can consistently build on? Is it the foundation going forward? Do you believe with what you saw in that one drive, that one successful drive against Buffalo? Okay. If you enjoy the Panther talk that starts with the facts and gets into the football, hit that subscribe button. Join the UOST family. I drop the banner on the screen. You can go to youtube.com /@UO Sports Talk. Again, if you're on your desktop, laptop, tablet, or phone, I know most are watching through Carolina Armchair GM CJ's channel. If you haven't subscribed to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, there's the link on the screen. Again, youtube.com /@UO Sports Talk. We've been here about an hour and a half now. If you're enjoying the conversation, enjoying the debate, the back and forth, having a good time this morning, support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. There's a QR code that I just dropped top right on the screen. Scan that QR code, support the show. Also in the YouTube chat for Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, pinned in the comments at the top is a link to my PayPal. You don't have to have PayPal. Just click the link, pull out your trusted debit card, donate to the channel. That money proceeds, all that goes back into the channel. Okay, I am currently working on a couple other things that I'm trying to do for you guys that I hope you guys like. So just to let you know, your donations, your gift, it definitely goes back into the channel. All right, I greatly appreciate it. Again, subscribe to the channel, turn the post notification bell, select all. That way you be made aware when I do go live. It's Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, 7 a.m. Eastern time. I'm right here. All right. So yeah, do that for me. Show the channel some love. Okay. Greatly appreciate it. So now let's turn that formula toward Houston, because the Texans are not just the final preseason opponent. They are the last live test before Carolina starts counting wins and losses for real. All right. So what can Houston test before the regular season? What can they test before the regular season? All right, so facts first. Houston first offense opened its preseason game against Las Vegas with a touchdown drive. C.J. Stroud completed 4 of 6 passes for 27 yards, while Woody Marks rushed 4 times for 37 yards and a touchdown. Houston also got an 80-yard interception return from Wade Woodaz, a sack from Caden McDonald, and backfield disruption from Jadeveon Clowney. Houston comes to Charlotte on August 28th. Starter participation has not been announced. Context: Houston can test both parts of Carolina's development. On defense, Carolina has to prove its run fits, communication, tackling, and ability to make an offense work beyond its first answer. On offense, the Panthers have to show protection discipline against a front that can create disruption while avoiding the turnover mistakes that flip preseason games quickly. The score is secondary. The assignments are the story. So my first question, and I'll go to you, Zip. Should Houston be a starter rehearsal or a roster audition?
I mean, I think it should be a starter rehearsal.
Okay.
I think it should be a starter rehearsal.
Okay.
Yeah,
You just gonna leave it at that?
well, no, my bad. I'm moving around this morning. I'm trying to grab me some breakfast real quick. But what I was gonna say is, I feel like we've seen a lot from, our 2s and 3s so far here in the preseason. The first preseason, the team as a whole put up 33 points. Then the second week with a loss. The second week with a loss, we put up 14 points. I mean, it's not like we put up a goose egg then. And then last week we come out and we put up 30 plus points again. So, I don't think it's a question that we got depth on this team. I think we need to look at how the first unit is going to play against a talented team in Houston,
Yeah. Poppin', what you got? What you think?
So can you repeat that question one more time, sir? I just want to make sure I heard it.
Should Houston be a starter rehearsal or a roster audition?
It's a rehearsal. We're not going to see our starters out there. It's going to be the Haynes King show. That's just what it's going to be.
If he play this week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I think he's going to play. I think he's just not one of them guys that's going to give up. I think we got a good medical room, and yeah, we're going to see if that was just a fluke or not.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope they practice. I'm pretty sure they're going to practice today. So definitely something should be coming out from the team, and whether or not that Haynes King will possibly be available Wednesday or even Friday. So hopefully Dave Canales will say something about that. I'm pretty sure one of the reporters will definitely ask about that. Poppin, do you believe the starters need more work? Would you like to see them in the game Friday?
Yeah, I do. I would like to see them play more. It could be the same amount of reps, whatever. I mean, try to get down there in the first drive. That's what I would like to see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's it going to hurt? I mean, you be out there with your full starters one time this preseason. Go out there again. I mean, we ain't scared. Are y'all scared? So, I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, it's just good reps, good continuity, and yeah, put it out there. Try some other stuff that you may not use in the regular season. Maybe something that you can transition in the playbook. Like, hey, I've been testing on this concept. Let's give it a shot. I mean, why not?
Okay. Zip, what you think? You do the starters need more work?
I'm in between on that because on one end, I'll say this is more work than they've gotten under Dave Canales. You know what I'm saying? This year in the preseason. But on the other end, I feel like it could do nothing but help them. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the past 2 years and these slow starts, I think a lot of that was due to no action in the preseason. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So with the action they have been getting, and if they do happen to play again, it could do nothing but help them. You know?
Okay. All right. Do you believe Carolina will be able to handle Houston front?
I think
in the joint practice?
Yeah. Let's be real now. Them boys, Daniil Hunter or I forgot other dude name. That man, that dude is a beast, man. That dude is a beast. What's the guy?
Will Anderson?
Yeah, Will
Anderson.
Anderson.
Will
Oh
Anderson.
my God, man. That dude is a beast. Them boys gonna get home at least once or twice, maybe even 3 times. But I do think we can pull up a solid. I think we could put up a solid performance against them.
You know what? It's funny that you say that. Okay, let me ask you a question, y'all. My bad, Tony. If you don't mind. My fault. I got a little excited.
No, go ahead.
Just said.
Uh-huh.
Now, what if Haynes King is out there with Texas starters on defense?
Say what now?
I said, what if King? Because usually this is where the starters actually get their reps, like in the last preseason, right? Like the game before the last preseason game. So I'm pretty sure we're probably not gonna run
the game. Well, hold on. You said the game before the last preseason game. This is the last preseason game.
Okay, so yeah, so a lot of teams play this last one. It threw me off because we had 4.
You said a lot of teams play their starters the last one.
Yeah, a lot of teams do. A lot of teams don't.
No,
it's a mix. It's a mixed bag.
No, majority of the teams typically don't play their starters the last one. That typically the last preseason game is the last evaluation for everybody else that's trying to make the team.
Okay, cool.
Now, back before they made the changes, before the the preseason games and joint practices and things like that. Yes, back then the starters would come in, they would play at least about like the first half. Yeah,
right.
But now because they do have the joint practices the way they set up now, they typically don't play that last preseason game.
Yeah. So what you think about that? What if that happens?
I mean, hey, on a positive note, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't got no personal vendetta with Haynes King.
But on a positive note, I'll say that we'll see who he really is. That'll be the ultimate goddamn test for him.
Yeah, Zip. It gonna go crazy.
That would be the ultimate test.
Hey,
That would be the ultimate test.
He do run a 4.4 though. I will say. I will say that. He run a 4.4, so he gonna put that bitch to the test if that's the case.
Yeah, he does run a 4.4, but guess what? A lot of them guys do on the defense for the starters. Guess what they run? So let's not act like Haynes King and going out there blowing some doors off. We got to stop this. We gotta stop
I'm
this.
just saying.
Let's call a spade. Now this ain't spades versus Uno. Let's not do that.
No, I'm just saying though, Tony. He got a little bit more of an advantage than Bryce when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? At least he can get the fuck up out.
Oh, come on, y'all can't be serious.
Man, that's facts, man. Bryce is not Bryce don't run no 4.4. So in the scenario between the two, Tony, if when it come down to that kind of pressure, when it come down to that kind of pressure, Haynes King got the advantage of being able to escape over Bryce Young.
Based on all right, okay, all right, all right. Let y'all have that one. Nah,
what you want to say? What you want to say?
Ain't nothing. Y'all right and I'm wrong, so we're gonna move on.
Well, I think I see what you want to say. Now, the chances of Haynes King playing the starters.
You don't. No, you don't. Don't try to read my mind. No, sir. No, sir. I did not say anything. I have nothing to say. I'm gonna let you and Poppin have that. That's you and Poppin.
Hey, I'm just answering Poppin questions. I'm just answering Poppin' question, man. Hey, Poppin', that's a funny question right there, brother.
Ain't it though? Yeah.
Already blowing him in 2 quarters of preseason.
Man.
Yeah.
But now, Tony, you saying the chances of Haynes King seeing Houston starters?
I did not say nothing. Zip, don't he try? I did not say nothing.
I tried to sneak it in there real quick.
Poppy asked you a question and you answered it. I got that between you and Poppy.
No, you can answer too. It's for the whole panel. I just thought it was
because I don't. Well, I didn't understand the question. All you said was what if? Like what if? What? I don't. What was the full question? You said what if Haynes King goes out and play against the first team defense?
Yeah.
That means he played against the first team defense.
Zip got it. He filled in the blanks. Zip got it. He got the notion. I like that, Zip. Thank you, Zip. You know what I mean? He answered it correctly. That's all.
Yeah. I picked up what you was putting down, Poppin'. I picked it up, brother.
Oh yeah, I don't. I'm lost. Y'all know I'm slow, so.
Nah, you know what it is, Tony. You just don't want to. You don't want to step in the middle of that.
I'm not intelligent enough to try to figure out what you guys talking about. Y'all have to be more concise and clear when you're speaking to an old man like me. I need a full context. I know some people don't like dealing with context. I asked that question to a gentleman over this weekend, and they basically flat out told me that they didn't want to talk about context around anything that had to do with Bryce or the defense or anything like that. So that just let me know, like I can't have a conversation with you if you don't know how to put things in context. So
yeah, facts.
Yeah. B.A. Magneto said we aiming at violence on a Monday morning. Hey, that's popping and Zip, B.A.
Nah,
That's
hey,
popping and Zip.
Magneto is diabolical work.
Yeah, we just supporting our Carolina Panther quarterbacks. That's all we doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
all they're doing.
We're putting in real
Uh-huh.
life
That's all they're
scenarios,
doing.
situations that could possibly happen, and
But hey, but you know what? That now that I think of it, I would love to see it. I would love to see. I think that would definitely answer a lot of questions.
Hey, me too, Tony.
That would answer a lot of questions. I would love to see it. Just
for what?
yeah. That would answer a lot of questions.
But, well, what kind of questions? Elaborate,
I can't recall.
You
I can't recall.
Oh man, Tony.
All of a sudden,
man.
amnesia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I take a little amnesia. Yeah, I take
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
So which backup battles do you guys feel matters most?
Backup quarterback.
Okay. So no. That's a good answer. Good answer. Let's talk about the backup quarterbacks. Currently right now you got Haynes King, who is on the injured list, not able to participate. You got Kyle Trask and you got Kenny Pickett. So you have three quarterbacks that are fighting for the backup role. So out of those three, what you have currently seen thus far in the preseason, who do you think is leading the quarterback competition? Now, I would have to ask you to be honest because I know neither one of you can be honest when it comes to this question. But if y'all could just, be unbiased, see what I did there, and just answer the question honestly, I'm definitely willing to hear what you gentlemen have to say. Go ahead, Zip. You go first.
well, I mean, if you want to be honest and you're going by the stats, you got to say Kenny Pickett. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the eye test, that's a whole different story, brother.
Okay.
So it's a whole different story.
All right. Okay. Poppy. He couldn't wait to come. Hey, Zip. He couldn't wait to come off mute. That damn mute button came
Before you even said his name, mute button came off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead, Poppy.
Zip, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
And it is shameful to say that we have to go into hopefully not the season with so far to say, man, you know what? And it's not really, saying it ain't really a flex to, saying talk about your QB2, but it's okay to say, I have a good, at one time I had DA. I had Derek Anderson. You know what I'm saying? I knew if somebody went out, DA can handle the job.
Popping.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Stick to the question and the quarterbacks at hand.
I am.
This is not revisionist history, sir. Currently on the Panthers squad, we are talking about Kenny Pickett, Kyle Trask, and Haynes King, sir.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Thank you. Right, thank you, brother.
Okay.
So it ain't really a flex for me to say, man, I got Kenny Pickett as my number 2. Trash. But he's the number 2 right now. So hopefully we get to see something else come about, some king shit. And another room that I'm gonna have to keep my eye on is probably the tight end room and that third cornerback, between Thornton and Chau Smith-Wade and whoever else we got back there that's getting cooked. Yeah, that's another one.
Another one I'm looking at, Tony, is JB and Chuba. That's one I'm looking at. Because like I say,
you think
that's
a battle?
Yes.
You wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I actively think hell yeah.
Okay. Why is that? Talk to me.
Because if we're being honest, Chuba has given us a 1195 season And then outside of that, his next best season was what, 980 something, 990 something.
Yeah, something like that. Or no,
Okay.
925. I think it was 925.
Okay, 925. So
yeah,
what my point, if JB come out here, remain healthy, and he starts the season off with a trajectory, say through the first, say about a bye week, JB got 450, 500, maybe even 525 in that range somewhere. You don't think that's pushing Chuba? You don't think that's pushing Chuba?
No, we talking about right now though, Zip. You talking about if he does something throughout the year. We talking about right now. What is which backup battle matters the most? I honestly don't think there's a battle between JB and Chuba Hubbard right now. If anything, I would say it's more of a battle between Trevor Achane and AJ Dillon, who's going to be the third running back, because I think Chuba and JB are set to be running back 1 and 2.
I just think, I don't disagree. I think at some point one will be JB will announce that number 1 running back at some point this season. But I guess when you look at the running back, the competition, I honestly don't think. Let me ask you this, Tony. When you say the competition between AJ Dillon and ETN, are you insinuating that we could potentially get rid of one of them?
Yeah, it's a possibility.
I don't think so.
I personally don't see us going with 4 running backs. I mean, it could happen. That's just my personal opinion. We didn't go with 4 running backs last year or the year before last. You know what I'm saying? There's other positions that definitely needs depth, like inside linebacker, that neither one of you guys mentioned. Outside of Devin Lloyd, the linebacker position is a hole that definitely needs to be filled. So you're going to have to lose other positions to gain depth that's probably needed at other positions. Just like with tight ends, I think there's like 6 tight ends on the roster. I honestly don't think that we'll keep 4. Right? I believe Prescorn is going to be cut. James Mitchell is going to be cut. They're probably going to be brought back to the practice squad. So then you got Jatavion Sanders, Darren Waller, Mitchell Evans, and Tommy Tremble. I think Mitchell Evans and Tommy Tremble is solid right now. 1, 2. Darren Waller is in that mix. So those are your top 3 tight ends. So what you do with Jatavion Sanders, right? I mean, there's going to be some very uncomfortable conversations that this front office and hard decisions that this front office is going to have to make, because you go into training camp with 90, but you're only going to come out with 53.
Hey, JT gone, if you ask me. JT gone, if you ask me. I'm getting rid of him.
Jatavion Sanders.
Yeah, Jatavion Sanders. That'll be all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I think there's some conversation that's going to be had. I don't think we're going to keep 6 outside linebackers. I think we'll probably keep 5 inside linebackers. I think we'll only keep 4. Well, I think Kuwatch will make the team because I think he brings some special team value, right? So he could potentially be your fifth linebacker, and because our number 2 and number 3 linebackers have not proven to play a full season, there's going to be opportunities for Bam Martin Scott or Jackson Kuwatch to get some possibility to get some playing time. You never know. All those type of scenarios or conversations. Yeah. Go ahead, Zip.
No. I was just gonna say, I feel like we gonna keep going. You don't just have 2 running backs.
You cut in and out, Zip. You cut in and out.
Somebody,
Yeah, you cutting out, dog. Hey, Papa, did you already answer the question?
Yeah, I didn't want to take up all the places that we could have picked from. That's why I ain't say linebacker. I want to leave room for other people to throw in some suggestions. But yeah, another reason why I won't even mention linebackers is because it ain't no linebacker competition. it ain't got we ain't got none. Shit. What linebackers?
Right.
Butt competing with butt. Yeah, all right. Well, whatever. Yeah. They should have did like me and Tony been saying, for the longest, go get a linebacker within the first 3 rounds of the draft. But they didn't want to do that though. So now everybody can see it. And now everybody complaining. It's crazy how we said this so long ago though, Tony. Like
long ago.
And now everybody's like, we need another linebacker. Nah, duh.
Yeah. You don't say.
You don't say. You had Roseboom and Josie Jewell, who, was concussed. And then Claude Sherrillis and Trevor Wallace. You really didn't think we didn't need a linebacker last year? Like, come on. That's, you know what? Matter of fact, going to your previous question, that's what the Panthers need to prove. Can the defense stop us getting our ass tore up in the middle? Pause. How about that?
Flag on the play. Flag on the play. I wish I could throw my flag right now. Flag on, that's 15-yard penalty, sir.
That's why I said
unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well,
He said, get my ass over. Oh God. Oh my God, I'm weak. Now don't try to mute your mic now, Pop, because you over there cracking up. Don't try to mute your mic now.
I'm just being you're trying to be never mind. Whatever. Check popping ass, Tony. Shut your line ass up. 34-0.
J-Lot.
Looking like the Falcons.
Yeah. I would not be checking nobody's ass. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. Oh man. What you think about that tight end room? Like I said, there's six tight ends currently. If I'm not mistaken, last year we kept 3, and the year before that we kept 3. Chat, somebody double check that for me, because I'm not exactly sure, but I think we kept 3 tight ends last year and the year before last. So if you had to just keep 3 tight ends, who would be the 3 tight ends that you keep popping?
Mitchell Evans, Warren, and from a business standpoint, I'm probably gonna try to trade Trimble. Yeah, at least I can get something.
The question is, what 3 are you going to keep?
Mitchell Evans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Warren and JT. That's what I'm gonna do. Tommy Trimble won't be here next year anyway.
You said Mitchell Evans, JT,
Warren, Darren
Waller. Okay,
Darren Waller. Why I say Warren? Waller. Darren Waller.
Yeah, I was like, you threw me off.
You threw myself off.
Okay, so dang, you so you would take Jatavion Sanders over Tommy Tremble? Popping?
Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay. Rashad, what's going on, my guy?
Yo, what it do?
What it do? What it do? What's going on, man? Huh?
I said everything clear.
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you. So my question was that I just asked Pop and I asked you, which backup battles matter most to you this year?
Yeah,
You
I
said
bet.
what backup battle matter as far as what positions you talking about? Like not I heard
Any
Pop talk
any
about
any
linebacker and tight end.
any position
Any
that what backup battles matters most to you, Rashad?
uh, hmm. You go ahead, Pop. Right quick. You go ahead, Pop. You go ahead. Hey, um,
I've already answered,
Okay,
Rashad.
D Cash said 3 in 2024 and 4 in 2025. Okay. So there is a strong possibility that Carolina could keep 4 tight ends based off what they've done in the past 2 years. Okay. Thanks for that information, D Cash. Appreciate it, my guy. Go ahead, Poppin.
uh,
What you were saying?
No, I was saying Rashad, go ahead, because I've already answered the question.
Oh, go ahead, Rashad.
and I know how you said something about tight end. What you saying? They gonna get rid of Sanders?
No,
No,
Rashad, answer the
Rashad.
question. Answer the question, Rashad. Don't worry about what I said. You just answer the question.
uh, let's see, but I think as the backup position, I think um,
Bing,
it's
bing,
tough, man.
bing,
And
bing,
it's
bing,
tough. It's
bing,
tough.
bing,
I want to
bing,
say one
bing,
position,
bing,
but
bing.
damn.
Hush, Poppin.
Ah, I'm gonna just go with tight end. I'm gonna go with tight end. I'm gonna go with tight end.
All right,
Uh,
Rashad. Who
um,
who who are the 3 tight ends you would keep?
of course, I would keep Trumbull. Of course, Mitchell Evans. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm, I know this may sound crazy, but I'm not. As of right now, I'm not too sure on Waller right now. I mean, I know they signed him to a contract. He's a veteran, and he had these past accolades, but I'm not too sure he has a roster spot locked down. It may seem that way. I mean, I've seen veterans in the past that get signed kind of late, and you looking at their name and their resume, like, yeah, I know this is gonna make a roster, and they end up getting cut for whatever reason, whether they couldn't get caught up on
Mm.
the playbook fast enough, I don't know. But I got Tommy Tremble, Mitchell Evans, and I'm gonna say Felipe right now. Now, if you want me to say four, I got Trumbull, Evans, Felipe, and James Mitchell. I think
Trimble
Jatavion Sanders,
Evans. You
yeah,
said Trimble
Trumbull,
Evans,
yeah, Trumbull, Evans, Felipe Franks, and if
Felipe
you want to add a
Franks.
four, yeah, that's what I look.
No, I
I
feel you.
will
Hey,
put it like
listen,
this.
my show Friday, the show that I did Friday was talking about this very thing, talking about Felipe Franks possibly making this team based on his value if we did keep 4 tight ends. So I had it Tommy Trimble, Mitchell Evans, Darren Waller, and Felipe Franks. And then when Joe Person dropped his depth chart and we looked at it, it was on the athletic. Uh, he had the same thing. He had Jatavion Sanders out. So that was definitely in line with what I was thinking. And then when we looked at what Joe Person um had, it was the same thing. So I'm not surprised based off of what you said because, like I said, Felipe Franks was brought here as a special team ace. You know what I'm saying? And I think they really value him on special teams. he can also be your third emergency quarterback. So if you want to go in the season with only 2 on the roster instead of 3, Felipe French could serve as your third string emergency quarterback, right? And they say that he's getting better at the tight end position. So to me, that brings more value to the fourth tight end spot than what Jadavion Sanders bring right now. So it's not crazy what you said because I just said that Friday, Rashad.
Can I ask Rashad some questions?
Go ahead, Poppin. Oh my God.
Rashad, how you doing, good sir? Um,
Yo,
can you tell me where is Felipe flipping Franks on the roster right now? Where does he sit?
right, right now he's splitting
In the
reps
tight end
with I
room.
think Mitchell as like the fourth or fifth right now,
Thank you, sir. Um,
like fourth or fifth.
we know he plays special teams. How many catches have you seen him get in the preseason games?
I don't know, probably like 1 or 2.
I don't think he's got one.
I know he got at least one, but I seen him make room. I know that for sure.
Can anybody fact
It was
check
like a
that?
4 yard out.
Is that enough to keep him on the team for you?
Not as far as the catching, but the special teams
Hold on, hold on.
ability. It's kind of like
Well, you got Simmons that plays special teams, ace, and plays safety. You got Kuwatch, he plays linebacker and plays uh special teams. You got Bryson Tremaine who plays wide receiver and special teams. And then you got Felipe flipping flanks. He plays tight end and is trying to learn a position and play special teams. I'm just saying, like, you really want to
Well,
give?
I
Hold on,
well,
this is for
Poppin.
this is for him. This is for him. Let him answer. Let him answer. When I throw that
you
all
know
at
like
you,
that.
does that make you want to change your answer on the tight end room?
Well, you got to think about it. If he, you know, like my opinion, or do I think what they gonna do? Do you want my opinion, or do you want me to tell you what I think they gonna do? But if you want
And let
my
me also
opinion,
okay, I got you. Let me throw this out there at you. Mitchell Evans played quarterback. Jalen Coker played quarterback. We don't need him to play quarterback. Just saying. So you could throw that out the water too. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. Your opinion on what you think on your answer. Do you like? I'm just curious if you want to
like
like
I said,
switch some things
it's
around. Just curious.
Talk to him, be wise. He
look,
don't hear you.
well,
Woohoo! What 4 yards? All right,
what he
that's what I'm
say?
talking about. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! 4 yards, one catch.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But like I said, I gave y'all what I think they gonna do as of right now. But if you ask me what I would do, I would just go ahead and stick with JT Sanders at number 3. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
And then if you want to
There you go.
add an extra, if you want to keep 4, if you want to keep 4, I would have just kept Trumbull, Evans, Sanders, and I
And
mean
Warren.
between Franks and Mitchell,
I mean Waller.
man, look, I said it earlier. I'm not too sure he's gonna look. I know he hasn't been practicing, and some people may say, well, he's a veteran.
You
They probably trying to work him more slowly, so that he don't need to practice. But I just feel like if you ain't practiced since you've been here, and we got one more week of practices to go before the
but
final
Shay,
cuts come down,
he's a veteran,
you
and
gonna have to.
he's a
I know.
veteran, and he's already been in Bevel's offense. Number two,
No, he has not.
he's not.
He's
Yes
worked
he
with
yeah.
him, but he's not been in his offense. It was Mike McDaniel's offense. He just worked with him. He was like the
Oh,
assistant, something. It wasn't his offense.
He was the quarterback's coach. Yeah.
Okay. Bevel's the one that got him in here. So that says
Mhm.
enough. At the same time,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but he really is tight end one. Be honest with you. Be honest with you, he is tight end number one.
Yeah.
And he don't remember that Miami game. You see what he did to us in the Miami game.
Oh yeah. I definitely
Okay.
seen that game.
I ain't
But,
seen none of our
you know,
tight ends do that. I mean, because we won't throw the tight ends, but that's another story.
I mean, I ain't nobody denying that.
But
I'm
they
just
put him in
saying.
tight end too. That tells you something.
I haven't seen it. Where's he tied into at? On what site? On official Panthers.com site? He's
That's
number
what
2.
that's what I've seen him at on the roster.
Well,
Tommy
I gotta go
Trumbull's
check
number
that out.
one and Warren's number 2.
I mean, he ain't he is a veteran, but I mean,
He's a
I
veteran.
still you gotta have some type of chemistry with your quarterback. Like you just can't like Chad
Oh
Ochocinco
Lord.
with Tom Brady.
But
You got to
Felipe
have, you got to
got
be in
all
sync
the
with your quarterback.
so Felipe got
No, I ain't. I
all
don't give a damn about no
he,
Felipe.
no,
You
no,
got
you
me
threw him in
mistaken. I
there. You
don't give a
taking
damn
Warren,
about no Felipe.
you
I
taking
mean,
Waller out and throwing Felipe in there. Come on now, make it make sense, baby.
I mean, the way Dave connected with glazing his ass on the interview, hell, yeah, what you expect? I mean, the way he was smiling and talking about Felipe,
He do
I
that with
mean,
everybody. You gotta read
he
between the
go,
lines.
yeah,
What he
yeah.
do this last preseason game?
Well,
Just say.
you said you said what? Who do the last preseason?
What he do this past preseason game?
Who?
Felipe.
Oh, I mean, play special teams. But that's all he really do. Play special teams. I mean,
He's
but you
so
gotta have those
great.
special teams
He's
guys in
coming
the
into
roster
his
though.
own. Man, listen, I want people to know to do their damn job. Man, we gotta stop all this sucker shit. Man.
Nick Tri-State, what's going
Yeah,
on,
I
baby?
mean,
What up? Good morning.
What's going on with you? Talk to me.
Shit.
What's happening?
I mean, Felipe probably not making the roster, to be
Thank you,
honest.
Nick.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, we got Felipe's bread and butter on this team is special teams, but we
Special team
actually have
aces.
really good special teamers, yo. We
That's
got
what I'm trying to
Tremaine, we got
say.
Nick
So
Hampton, we got good guys on
no,
special teams. So
Nick
Nick Hampton,
Hampton is
he got
gone.
released.
he's
Nick
gone.
Hampton is
Okay,
gone.
well, we
Yeah.
still got
So let me ask you
Incoom.
this.
We still got Incoom. We still
Okay.
yep.
Cool. Based off what you just said, that we have a number of guys that are pretty good on special teams. Why do you think they brought in Felipe Franks if it wasn't to play tight end? What would their purpose of bringing him in?
I think to provide depth at the tight end room and then also in the special teams room. I think just to be another guy, like he's made some play, but we can't lie here, y'all. Like he has made some plays for us on special teams. He's recovered a fumble. I think he also forced a fumble in a different game. So like
Yeah.
he makes some plays here and there, but like we got other guys. Isaiah Simmons is a special teams ace. In
Cool.
whom we got.
Yeah.
Kuwat's gonna be
Tremaine,
Hold
like
that.
there.
Kuwatch, exactly.
Hold that
Yep.
thought. Hold that thought, guys. Hold that thought. Hey, Demi, I see you backstage, my guy. I haven't. Soon as somebody drop off, I'll bring you up. But I do see you backstage. So hold on for 1 minute. Go ahead, Nick.
No, yeah. To Pop's point, you also got Kuwatch in there. Like we're pretty stout at the in the special team unit. I was wondering if y'all saw Mike K. He thinks we're gonna cut Wilder. What y'all think about that?
Where you see
He don't.
that
That's
at?
what I was saying. I'm not
Yeah,
too
Mike
sure. I'm
Mike
not too
K
sure he's
came
gonna
out
make
with
this
his
roster. That's what I
53
said.
projected 53 man roster. He got us cutting Darren Waller and keeping JT
Oh, I ain't
Mitch.
see it.
Yeah,
Okay, I ain't see
yeah,
that.
yeah. It just dropped. That's why. Like literally while you were live,
Oh, okay. All right. Let me see
which
what
was
I don't,
he
interesting to
got, man.
me.
I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I think he's just too good.
He's too good. We actually know what he can do. The other tight ends are butt.
Right.
That's just a fact. There's no
Okay.
way
Yeah, I
that
see.
Canales sit there and say because we lost Brazil or Brazel that we now can use Waller in the same concept of taking the top off. He ain't coming out saying, he's already telling you about how he's gonna use him schematically. Has he done that with any other tight end? Come on.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Y'all gotta
No.
but come on, Felipe, with
Demi.
your special teams ass.
Demi, what's going on, my guy?
You're
Oh,
muted.
yo, my bad. Ain't no. Come on, Todd State. Don't do that, man. You one of
No,
the
I
best
thought you were
debaters,
talking, bro. I
man.
was just doing you a layup. I thought you I
No,
know
no,
my
no,
ass
no,
been
no,
talking
no,
with the
no,
mic
no,
off
no. You
like.
good. You good, bro. No. I appreciate that. I was talking about. I was talking about how you hating on my guy Felipe Franks, man.
Nah, I
Listen,
fuck with
he gonna
Felipe, bro. Yeah, I got you.
listen. He gonna make the team because Canales
Maybe.
called him one of the best. Look, Canales called him one of the best special teamers in the NFL, and I know we do like.
That's facts.
One of the, I think, and not us, but I think like the casual football person that doesn't watch the game closely, special teams looks like our best unit, and it looks elite. Like
Low
it looks
key.
elite, especially with the emergence of Jimmy Horn, yo. You know what I'm saying? And I just, having a great special team for your team is different, but for the coach to come out and say specifically like in the entire NFL,
Hold that thought, Demi. Prism King 64. He said, "I'm just entering the chat a few minutes ago. Is there any is there even a little support for Bryce here, or is everything wrong his fault?" Asking for myself, not a Panthers fan, but I love Bryce. Yeah, Prism King, you are in the right place. There's no hate for Bryce over here for from Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. We talk about his good, his bad, just like any other player. So if you are looking for a channel that can stay neutral when it comes to talking about Bryce, then you are definitely found the right channel. I don't do that Bryce hating or feel like I gotta talk about him 24/7, 365. That's not this channel. But fair criticism, honest takes about any player, regardless if it's Bryce or anybody, you're definitely in the right place. So yeah, do me a favor. You can hit the like button. Also, you can subscribe. YouTube.com/@UO Sports Talk. 5 days a week, 7 a.m. Eastern time. I'm here every day, dog. So hey, appreciate you for
yes,
chiming
sir.
in. And one quick demo before you go on. Shout out to BA Magneto. He said the positions they play are deciding factor too. Tremaine and Franks both are special teamers, but Tremaine is more buried in that wide receiver core than Franks is in the tight end core.
That's a fair point.
Hey,
that's a good point.
Appreciate that $10 super chat, Magneto. I greatly appreciate it. Go ahead.
Yeah, shout out to you, man.
Finish your thought.
No, and I just want to touch on the tight end too. I don't think. I mean, anything is possible, but there's no way that they brought that guy in after what he did to us last year, talking about Darren Waller. And that's why I've been so hard on the JT is getting cut train, not because I don't want to see him specifically make the team. I don't have a beef with him as a player. But again, with Idzik talking about following after Sean McVay and running more 13 personnel, you're gonna keep at least 4 probably just in case somebody gets injured. But the reason I'm targeting JT is because Darren Waller fills JT's role as a pure receiving tight end, and he does it better. So when you think about Tommy being a little bit better blocker than a wide receiver, he will go on the 13. Same thing with Mitchell Evans. He's a 5th round pick that's blossoming. You got Felipe Franks, although at the bottom, has value as one of the best special teams aces. And I think it was very, very telling that the dude hasn't even had a practice snap yet, talking about Darren Waller. He hasn't even had a practice snap yet, and he's already leapfrogged JT, who's been in the offense for 3 years. I feel like
But look at his production though, Demi, since he's been in the league. I mean, the man
I
played just last year in 9 games he had 6 touchdowns.
No, I agree with it. I'm just saying before he even got on the practice field to start running routes he leapfrogged them. And and to that point, I feel like if we had signed him at the beginning of free agency, he would have been
he would have been the number one tight end coming into training camp. So I think,
Hey,
oh,
hold
go
on
ahead.
1 second, Demi. Hold on.
Go
Because
ahead.
you like Will and Red Swarm, you get long winded as hell. So now I
A
take
little
brief
bit.
intermissions when you start talking. Hey, shout out to Will Robinson for the $5 super chat. He said, I can't get on this damn pod and Papa running loose with these wild accusations. Hey, Will, you know how Poppin do. You ain't here to keep him under control, dog. Now he out
What's
here
the
trying to run the
accusation?
asylum.
Play the
He out
chat,
he
Will.
trying to run the
Play
asylum.
the chat, Will. Play the chat. Thank you. Come again.
What's the
Thank you for the
accusation?
$5. Hold on 1 second. Let me look at something else. 1 second. Cool Kev.
Yeah,
Shout
shout
out
out
Cool
Cool Cat.
Kev. Yeah. With the PayPal gift, I greatly appreciate it. He said that 16 is for King. He will bring y'all back to reality of good QB play soon. You know what? I can't even be
Dang.
disrespectful right now because you show love. Hey, I appreciate that, Cool Kev. Thank you, sir, for that PayPal gift. You son of a
Yeah.
I appreciate you, my
Cool
guy.
Cat show everybody love, man.
Yeah, nah,
Cool
hey,
Cat show
me and Cool
everybody
Kev.
love.
Yeah, me and Cool
Shout
Kev
out Cool
always
Kev
going
for
at
real.
it.
He's been consistent with that on Panthers podcast for years. Shout out him
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
And shout out BA Magneto one more time. He said, remember, they had Trimmer as tight end 1 over JT even before the Waller signing. That's why I keep trying to tell them, BA. That's why I keep trying to tell them. They ain't trying to read the tea leaves.
See,
They're not trying to read the tea leaves.
hey
And
Tone,
they're
real
not
quick,
going to cut
I had a
Evans.
question for you, Tone.
Okay. Hold on, Nick. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
yeah.
Demi. Finish your thought.
No. I was just saying they're not going to cut Evans because he's a fifth round pick on a very, very, very cheap contract that's outperforming his draft position. And with him flashing
Exactly.
last year, he's going to be safe.
No.
So, but go ahead, try to stay. Do you think?
I was just gonna say to piggyback off you, Demi. I think Mitch has progressed
Mitchell
as
Evans?
well as any tight end in our room. So off the strength of
Agreed.
that alone, you know what I'm saying? We definitely
Yeah.
got to keep him. My thing is, as we all know, all four of us gentlemen know, there's two different types of tight ends. You have your receiving threat and you have your primary blocking threat, right?
Right.
Tommy is more of a blocking threat. Mitch is I consider more of a Mitch of a blocking threat. Darren really
Yeah.
provides that
Receiver.
legitimate threat for us that we've desperately needed. Like the league has transitioned to a tight end dominant league, and you see how defenses are trying to counter it now with how guys like Nick Eamon are utilized, and guys
Cool
like
Kev
Derwin
ain't doing
James, and you
shit,
got
Jermaine.
Caleb Downs got drafted. So tight ends are really um, they're really they're really pivotal to an offensive success if you have a good elite receiving tight end. And to Darren Waller, man, I mean, obviously, you have your obvious ones of the last 5 years like Kelsey and Kittle, but
Yeah.
after that, as a receiving threat, Waller up there, dog. Like he really is like that. And to Tone's credit, like to his point, bro, this guy played in 9 games. I see he scored 6 touchdowns. That's more than our whole tight end room combined. And I know I
Yeah.
ain't the only one to remember the number he did on our team the first half when we played Miami, bro. He was busting our ass in week 1. I mean, in the first half
Yeah. I think he had like
for
60
like
or
80
70
yards and
with
a
a
touchdown,
touchdown. Yeah.
bro. He was
Yeah.
torching us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Bevel, that's Bevel's guy.
Yeah. Yeah. And Bevel just likes to, I think Bevel likes to Bevel uses a tight end. If you go back to Seattle, if you go back to Seattle, he uses a tight end. So I think he's influenced Canales
Yeah.
and Idzik to, hey, try to tight end more. Because just as you were saying, Tri-State, it's like everybody is trying to figure out how to do it. And I think the league is still scrambling because the tight end, most tight ends going to be 6'3", 6'4", 240, 250. So it's like, okay, I can't put a linebacker on them. They're
Mm-mm.
they're big enough, but they're too slow. The safeties are fast enough, but they
But they're
aren't
too
big enough.
small. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's just the perfect
Waller's
match.
literally that
It's just the
guy.
perfect matchup
He
right now.
creates that. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's a
So let
very
me.
strong chance we carry 6 receivers because in essence he could be our 7th receiver as a hybrid.
Well, I think we're only going to carry 6, or there's a possibility that we only carry 6 because that 7th wide receiver spot is for Chris Brazzle. You know, when he do return. All right.
He's not
But
this
I
year
do
though,
have.
Tone.
No. He's gonna be on IR, so he
I get
doesn't
it.
count toward the roster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. But I
And-
do want to ask y'all this question since we are talking about the tight end room because I'm curious to know what you think, Demi, and you too. Well, damn, Nick done dropped off. He'll probably pop back on. But
yeah.
Demi,
What's up?
with the signing of Darren Waller, do you believe that Darren Waller gives us something at the tight end spot that we haven't had since Greg Olsen?
Yes. I believe he's the best receiving tight end that we've had since Greg Olsen, definitely. Which is why I said if we had signed him early and he was around for OTAs, he'd be the number 1 tight end without question. Like
Yep.
it wouldn't even be a thought. He gives us and if you look at all the production from our tight end room last year between all 4 or 5 of them, and you compare it to Darren Waller's, he still outperformed them handily in that 9 games. So like it wasn't even close. And the whole thing is, even if he doesn't get busy, right? You gotta. He's still gonna be a great decoy because he's 6'6". He runs well, so you gotta cover him. It's gonna stretch everything. It's gonna stretch everything in the red zone, and so that's the main thing.
Okay. Hold on real quick before you go, Nick. Hey, pop in. Hey, let me drop you off for a minute so I could bring up somebody else if you don't mind. Because I know you probably are already at your destination. Pop, okay.
I don't know. He might be working or
drop.
something.
Yeah. Slick Nick, what's happening?
Was good. Yeah, see, look, yeah. Make sure you give me that introduction.
Slick Nick. Hey, that's a good name for you, bro.
But before you go, Nick, go ahead, Nick Tri-State.
Y'all can hear me still? Because I know my audio be messing up sometimes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Nah, you good, dog. You good.
Yeah, just a simple yes. That to your question, Tony. That I wasn't gonna get all crazy with it. I mean, Demi hit it right in the head. Simple, yeah. Gaskins could go. What up, Gaskins?
What's good?
What's going on, man?
Oh man, I ain't got nothing to add to that. Demi slapped that one. He slapped that one, man. That's true. Can't say anything other than that.
Yeah.
Because I know during the off season, I have talked about it and been wanting us to get an upgrade, a tight end that can threaten the seam, that can threaten the middle, a pass catching tight end. Even though Mitchell Evans is definitely capable of being that type of receiving tight end, he didn't get many opportunities last year. Tommy Tremble has definitely gotten better with the catches, each year that he has been here, but neither one of them, in my opinion, compared to Darren Waller, even at his age of 33, 34, however old he is right now, he doesn't have a lot of wear and tear on his body based on NFL standards. And I think he does provides and gives us something that we haven't had at the tight end spot since Greg Olsen, and that is another dynamic that you add to this offense going forward. I think over the past 4 or 5 years, it's just been easy for defenses to key on the outside receivers and the slot receivers and not feel threatened by the tight ends. But now he changes that math. He changes that math, that possibility. In a day and age now when you play a lot of 12 and 13 man personnel, especially 12 personnel, You want to have two tight ends that can affect the team, affect the defense in the pass as well as block. It doesn't really do you any it doesn't help you when you line up in 12 personnel and the defense can say, oh, we're not worried about this tight end because he's just a blocking tight end, so we know he's gonna stay in. Well, that takes the pressure that the offense is trying to apply on the defense away because they're not even scared of this one tight end who they know gonna stay in and block. That's why you see teams like the Rams, teams the Packers, teams that deploy two tight ends. They're not only good in the blocking, but they're also good in passing. You got to account for them. It creates mismatches, not only for the tight ends, but even from the number 3 receiver to the number 2 receiver or number 1 receiver, depending on where personnel is on the field. So I love the fact that Darren Waller is here. Get him up to speed, and have him ready come week 1 against Chicago. Yeah, I think we're cooking with something there. But what y'all think?
Yeah, you couldn't have hit that. You couldn't have hit that more in the head.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
It's a simple fact of like we know football's a game of chess, right? Like if you don't have that threat, if that tight end isn't a threat, they're just not gonna account to it. Now that Waller is a threat, if they don't account for him, all right, fuck around and find out. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna kill you down that seam. All right, then you're gonna have to make an adjustment. Then once you make that adjustment, here comes Tech, Coker, XL, and them on the outside on the boundaries torching you.
Oh, Freddie, that's what you're doing today? Okay, go ahead, Nick. Nah, I mean cut you off.
And it just finally sets up the offense to that point to where you got to pick your poison. They really, really wanted to be like, okay, let's see what you're doing, because it doesn't allow you to, with Ted last year when Coker was injured, they know, okay, the passing game is going to go through him. So most of the time you just roll coverage to whatever side Ted is on. Like I said, like we've all been saying, with Waller going up the seam and Ted to pick your poison and the stretches your defense.
Will says, "Stop the cap, Tony. You always kill my
bad, I got a
Sadiq
call.
dream."
Well,
your Sadiq dream, Will Robinson, is not a veteran that has any proof of concept on the NFL level. And as you know, Will Robinson, your Sadiq freak is currently unavailable from the team that drafted him. So why would you even bring his name up in this discussion? I don't understand it. I really don't understand it, Nick.
Let me add this in there too, man. Like, and I'm gonna say this, and this is high praise from me. And at the end of the day, I've already told you what I think of Darren Waller if he's healthy. I've already told you what I think of him.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give you the closest comparison of a tight end to Darren Waller currently in the NFL, and it's Brock Bowers. That's the closest comparison to what he could do when he was healthy.
You cutting out real bad, bro.
Is a weapon.
You cutting out real bad. You was cutting out real bad just a minute ago.
Hey Tony, my mic's still good. I'm still good, Mike.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, you good. You good, Tri-State. You good. But go ahead, Nick.
I can't hear Gaskins. I'll be back.
Yeah. I'm just saying the mug. That's the closest, man. That mug is a wide receiver when he's healthy. He is not he's a giant wide receiver when he's healthy, and that's just a fact.
Yeah.
And if you don't remember his old days, then I don't know anybody could cover Darren Waller back in the day.
Nick, get your cousin, man. He lonely. See, this is what happens when you go out of the country and when you go, they don't have no damn good Wi-Fi. That's not my fault. It's not my fault. Now he wants to pick a fight in the chat. Man, talk to your uncle, Will.
Will
Robinson.
Where he at?
Yeah.
Where he at?
Yeah, I can't disclose his location. Yeah, but yeah. Hey, man, Get some
Tell
better
Will to go
Wi-Fi.
ahead and
That's what
text
you
me.
do. Go
Hey man,
downstairs, talk
listen.
to the people at the front desk. tell
Hey,
them to
look,
turn
I
the
don't know
Wi-Fi
where
up a
he at.
notch.
Hey, this depending on I don't know where he is at, but everybody ain't on the same level as the United States. That's
Yeah,
just the truth.
yeah, yeah.
Come on, you know
Everybody
that's
ain't on
million.
Around
Come on, you know that's
mess around them
$1 million
third
Will
world
Robinson,
countries.
man. He probably cruising somewhere, man. That's $1 million Will Robinson, baby.
Nah, and listen,
His, hey,
listen.
his money don't mean nothing where he at.
Hey, nah, Will probably somewhere he don't want to be because working.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
yeah. If Will was somewhere nice, he'd have internet right now.
Mill,
yeah.
$1 million
Well, no,
William.
he. Nah, let me be quiet. He probably somewhere nice. I'm just saying the Wi-Fi is just
It's
not the
trash.
Yeah, the
best, and
Wi-Fi shot. Yeah,
yeah. So
Wi-Fi kind of shot.
he mad at the Wi-Fi in the hotel, but now he trying to take it out on me. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah. Okay. What about the run defense? How do y'all feel about the run defense thus far in the preseason? And do you think the run defense will be able to hold up against the Texans?
I'm gonna let you go, Gaskins, because everybody know how I feel, but I'm gonna let you start it off.
I mean, so they did better this week. Now there were some showings that we were like, okay, I'll be just to put it out there blatantly, man. When Chau Smith-Wade shook out his boots, I thought he was gone. I thought he was about to get cut. Then he decided to get an interception. So
yeah.
Hey, but I mean, for your number one edge defender not to be out there,
Your
and
number one
for
corner, your number one
Devin
linebacker,
Lloyd,
your number
Yeah,
one
number one
defensive
D
tackle.
tackle.
Yeah. So for those guys not to be out there, I think they put a better showing out there. So I'm not upset with the performance. I know we need to do a little bit better, and we need to make sure we're setting the edge, and we ain't getting all these issues that we've been having. But at the end of the day, the performance that they put on the field this last week was not horrible, especially knowing that
Okay.
your number one defensive end, corner, tackle, and what y'all all weren't out there.
Yeah.
So
I got to
Tri-State,
see, man.
what you think, Tri-State?
I think well, first game we barely played, right? We only played about 2-3 drives of first team defense. So it's hard to gauge off that. Second game, I mean, we played against backups the whole game. And
Yeah.
granted, it still didn't look that good. And for me, I'm
Demi, mute your mic, Demi. You goddamn
Oh
sound
yeah,
like you
my bad.
fighting out there in the
I'm
garage.
No.
I
I'm
hold this team
pulling
I
out
hold this
pops. I'm about to
team
make
to a
some
high
French toast.
standard. I hold this team to a high standard. I think it was unacceptable that the Jags had a 13-play, 71-yard drive with their backups. Granted, I know we didn't have Derek Brown, Devin Lloyd, or J.C. Horn, but
Agreed.
they didn't have their starters. So there should be no excuse for us. We had 7 starters out there. They had none. So a 13-play, 71-yard drive that ended up
Agreed.
being on the 1 yard line. We got away with one because they had a flag and it hurt them. But they were looking at a 14, 15-play touchdown drive on us with their backups. All right. As far as the run defense,
Yeah.
hasn't looked that great, but I'm not too worried about it. Derek Brown wasn't out there against the Jags. He's been dealing with his
Right.
knee soreness. Jalen Phillips and Princely look great when they were out there together, so I'm not too worried about the run defense. There is someone on the
Right.
defense I'm eerily worried about, but I'll get to that toward the end of the show when you give
Ooh,
us our last remarks. When you give us our last remarks, Tone.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there because I think I know who you're talking about. But Howard, I do see you in the back. When somebody drop off, I'll bring you up, Howard. So I don't want you to think I don't see you. I do see you back there. The run defense, like you guys said, I do think the twos did a good job against the twos. I think we are slowly but surely building some depth. I like what I saw from Elijah Garcia. I like what I've seen from Aaron Hall. The biggest you know what? I can't even say it was a big disappointment because I try to tell you, Mo Frack, is this before the draft, during the draft, and after the draft, when everybody wanted to crown Lee Hunter as the running mate to Derrick Brown, and I kept trying to tell y'all, this dude ain't as good as y'all think he is. I ain't saying he's no bust. I don't like using that word, but I don't think this dude was gonna come in and be a world stopper like y'all, like people think y'all are, like people thought he was. And if I'm correct, somebody could look at the depth chart. If I'm correct, I think the last depth chart that came out, he was like the number 3 on the depth chart, or third string, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, y'all let me know. Hold on, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
It's
I'm pretty
Derrick
sure he was
Brown,
third
Bobby
string.
Brown, and I think it is Lee Hunter. He's the third one.
No, I think it's Cam Jackson.
No, it's Cam Jackson.
I think it's Cam.
Cam Jackson.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is Cam Jackson.
Yeah, Derrick Brown, Bobby Brown, and
Yeah.
Cam Jackson are the starting 3. That's been like for the past 3 weeks on the
Yeah.
depth chart that comes out. But I think Elijah Garcia and Aaron Hall may have jumped Lee Hunter in the on the depth chart. What y'all think about that? Nick,
I'll take. Oh, well.
go. Yeah, go. Yeah. You, Nick, go first. And tell me what you think about Lee
Which
Hunter's
Nick?
performance
Which Nick?
thus far. You prowling veteran.
Oh, but I think. Hey, listen, I already told you I didn't really want Lee Hunter. You already know who I wanted.
Who you wanted? Jacob Rodriguez?
I wanted Jacob Rodriguez. I'm sorry. Hey, listen.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you this
Yeah.
right now.
Facts.
What people didn't realize is people tried to say that Lee Hunter allowed them to do things that no, Jacob Rodriguez was just that good. I'm just telling you.
I agree. I mean, no, I'm with you. I wanted Jacob too. My bad to cut you off on that. Was good.
Yeah, that's just my opinion. I didn't do too much looking at him. I went back and looked and I saw that he was dominant, but I just don't know if it was dominance because of who he had next to him. And then
that Texas Tech defense did have Romello Height and what's his face and David Bailey coming off the edge too. David Bailey was arguably the best player on that defense. I mean, he did go number 2 overall.
That's the thing. That's what I was thinking. Was he dominant because of what he had next to him, or was it him? And I wasn't sure.
Because but see, I try to tell
Great
people
players complement each other.
Yeah,
I try to tell. I try to tell people what he did at Texas Tech last year. That was great, good, cool. They had an awesome front 7. You know, his running mate that was beside him. He's preseason All-American this year. I forgot the kid's name. The other defensive tackle that they had last year. I think he was a redshirt freshman or a sophomore. Like I said, David Bailey, Romello Height. They had Jacob Rodriguez, the other linebacker who I honestly think may have been a little bit better than Jacob Rodriguez. I can't remember his name, but he's back this year at Texas Tech. But they were just loaded. And I try to tell people, you have to go back where he was at Central Florida 2 years previous to Texas Tech and look at his tape then. I did. I looked at his tape. I've been watching him for 2 or 3 years. So I try to tell people it's not what y'all think it is. Nobody wanted to listen, but here we are.
I think there's a bigger problem.
Go ahead, Demi.
Yeah, I'd love to go after.
Too early to judge him, but it's way too early to judge him.
Okay.
Man,
go
I
ahead,
got a
Nick.
call.
Tri-State.
Call. Can y'all hear me?
I thought you was done. Yeah, we hear you.
No. I got a call.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's way too early to judge him.
Right now myself, so I'm good.
But it's way too early to judge him. But I think there was a problem with drafting him based off what our scheme asked for. So now I will preface this by saying the safety defensive tackle is one of the hardest positions to transition to. It takes about Just most NFL evaluators say it takes anywhere from 3 to 5 years, depending on the coaching and the talent of the D tackle. However, with that being said,
Mm-hmm.
I think the problem is this: the 3-4 asks you to square up and take up space. And we
Mm-hmm.
like to lock our linemen out. If you watch Lee Hunter's film from college, he was a better penetrator. Like he's a better gap splitter, and he's better at getting skinny. If you watch most of his highlight tapes, yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, he can deal with double teams, but he's more of a pusher in the pocket, and they're trying to convert him into from a guy that splits blocks to a guy that just stands and holds firm. So I'm not sure it's the best fit for him yet, but we'll see how he develops and how he comes on.
Well, I mean, you're right in a sense. Scheme does matter, right? And I'm not saying that he won't be good next year or the year before, the year after next or even after
Yeah,
that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just
yeah,
saying I knew from watching film of him because I can't about 6 or 7 actual games that I have watched of Leaf Hunter. I even
yeah,
watched the game last year where he played Kansas State and Sam Heck played left guard. He didn't play center that game. He played left guard, and how Sam Heck was handling Lee Hunter. But he to the way that people felt about him and try to put more on him than what was deserving was the only thing that I was trying to tell people to be cautious
yeah.
about when it comes to Lee Herner. It's going to take time. It's not something that's going to just happen from day one. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you was trying to
again,
tell people to
I'm not
pump their brakes. You still need development.
right, right,
Yeah,
right. So I'm
yeah, I
not,
got you.
I'm not, I'm not, I'm not saying that he can't develop into who who we want him to be later on down the road. But just this year, there's a lot more development in his game that's needed before he
Yeah,
get there.
I
Yeah,
agree.
go ahead. Hold on 1 second, and then we hit Nick.
And
I'll
you
go to
still
Nick
got Howard
Tri-State.
backstage, Tom?
No,
You still
Howard
got Howard
left.
backstage?
No,
Okay,
he
okay,
left.
okay.
Hold on. Shout out cool Kale 22. He said, I know this is way off topic, but is it true that they have men going into the WNBA? This is wild if true. That's not going to
Yes,
happen. It's not
They're
going to happen.
trying.
that's fine.
Yeah, the Ennis Cantor Freedom and Royce I can't Royce
Royce
White.
White.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
They're
trying
both
to
schmucks.
yeah, they're trying to buck the system. To me,
Yeah, they're
to
trying to
me, it's
finesse the
about
system, Tone. Exactly.
hold on, Nick, hold on, dog, hold on. To me,
hey,
it's more about trying to drum up chaos or whatever it is that they're trying to do, but it'll never happen. Neither one of them will ever be drafted or suit up for a WNBA team whatsoever. But appreciate that $5 super chat, cool Kev. Go ahead, Nick Tri-State.
I was gonna say in regards to Lee Hunter, yeah, I don't think like right away he'd be some like all world, all Pro Bowl type player, but from what I've watched, um, from what I've watched in the preseason games, he's had some moments where you could obviously see he's a rookie, but damn it, he's had some reps where he looked like a man among boys. Too Tone. There are a couple reps I could show to you on Twitter. My buddy Panther, shout out my guy Panther Pulse. He does the tape thing. Hey man,
Yeah, I've seen it. I've
yeah,
seen it.
there's some good tape out there. There are some tape obviously that you could tell he's a rookie, but if he could edge those weeds out and put more of the consistent manhandling of men like he's done, yeah,
yeah.
we could be on to something.
Mhm.
I think he'll be all
Yeah,
right
go
once he
ahead.
gets
Because
into
I
the
know
NFL strength and conditioning.
because I know one thing. Princely and Phillips coming off the edge, that's looking. I mean, shit. They had Buffalo's tackles, and Buffalo's strong at tackle with Spencer Brown and Deion Dawkins, and they were
Mm-hmm.
they were they were putting some work up on them guys.
Yes, they were. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
they were.
But but but
What what
but
what
this
what,
is what
what
I
you
can.
got, Slick Nick?
But I just want to add that into like
That
we
name ain't
talked
gonna
about
never
it.
get old. My
I
bad.
told him a long time ago that you can cry all of you want to about Jalen Phillips not getting what you call, but most tackles cannot stop him from getting in the backfield. I
Yeah.
don't care how good you are. Most tackles, he does the same thing. I've seen him walk a tackle right to the quarterback. Like,
See,
what are you doing? Get off.
Gaskins, the thing
And
that's
people don't realize
crazy,
that.
the thing that's crazy about Lee Hunter, all Lee Hunter has to do essentially is make himself double team worthy, right? Because if
Yeah,
he
yeah, yeah,
makes
yeah.
him, if an offensive line looks at obviously Derek Brown, you have to double him. You can't double Derek Brown and Lee Hunter. I mean,
And Jalen Phillips. Right.
but it's not gonna go well against on your edges because now we're just gonna come off
Oh
the
yeah,
edge. We're gonna send a nickel blitz, and you're gonna get fucked. You know what I mean? So if he becomes double team worthy, where defenses are like, shit, we got to pinch the center and the guards to take care of these guys, and we're gonna have to probably have a tight end in just to chip on an edge. Like it's gonna cause complete utter chaos for offenses, and that's all he has to do. I'm not saying he has to be a 10-sack guy. He
Yeah.
just needs to make himself where it's like, yo, an offensive line is
eat
like,
up
yo, we
space.
can't we
Just
can't
like
leave
he
our
said.
left guard or our right guard on him. We can't.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
that's
believe. I
fine. Yeah,
believe. I believe that he is more effective if you leave him as a 3 technique. I know he doesn't have no business playing nose tackle in this league. So yeah, if you want to see him penetrate, play him as some 3 technique. Don't play him as a 2-eye or a 2 technique. You know, where he had to play a gap and a half. You know what I'm saying? That's not really his game. But as a 3 technique, you know, where he can get skinny. You know, he does have a nice arm over move. He don't have too many moves in his tool bag. He does have a quick little first step, you know. But yeah, he just needs some things that he needs to work on. I'm talking about Lee Hunter, right?
yeah,
He
yeah.
just has some things that he needs to work on that will help translate to better production for him, in my opinion. All right. Anybody else got any comments on the situation before we move on?
I was just gonna say one thing. I know we love to run a 4-2-5. I'd love to see some 3-3-5 formations where we bring Morrigan as a linebacker and we have Derek Brown, Bobby Brown, and then you have Cam Jackson or Lee Hunter in. But hey, man, Derek Brown should see some more reps at nose tackle. Line him up over that center. He will
Who?
manhandle that center.
I
No,
actually like the. Go ahead.
I think we tried that early on in Derek Brown career and it didn't go well.
That was
Derek
early.
I
Brown
think.
Derek Brown is better suited as a 3 technique than he ever will be as a nose tackle.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm saying just some reps at nose tackle, like just like switch it up. Switch it up sometimes. Have Derek at
I got
nose
you.
tackle. Yeah, Lee Hunter maybe,
I
and
got you.
yeah, something
The only
just
reason I the only reason I don't think they do that more is because to be his size, he's super athletic. So that's why they try to keep him, like I
Yeah,
mean, we
strong
should
as a
switch it up. I
ox.
do agree.
hey,
But
he
he's
is.
super athletic, so that's why they like him on the edge, because
Cam
he can
Jackson's looking
hold and he
promising.
can dance. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. For him to be a second year rookie, I'm excited to see what he can do.
Yeah. Hopefully,
I
his
think we're gonna
injury
see a whole
woes
bunch.
are
Hey,
gone.
listen, I think we're gonna see a lot more stunts this year. I mean, just the honest opinion across the board. I think
I
we're gonna
agree.
see
I
a
would
lot
love to
more.
see it.
I
I
want to see
mean,
some
you
more
see what
man
happens.
coverage.
You
Yeah,
see what
facts.
you see what happens when you run stunts with Derek Brown.
Yeah.
You
It
read
just it,
Hmm.
it's just to your point, if you got a formation where you got Derek Brown and Jalen Phillips on one side, you're gonna have to game plan for that stunt. Because if we scheme the wrong person on Derek Brown, he's gonna blow the play up. If you scheme the wrong person on Jalen Phillips, it's immediate pressure with the quarterback space. So yeah, it's definitely a
Yeah.
good problem for us to have.
well, I mean, at the end
That's
of
a
the day,
fact, T-Boy Panther. That's a fact. He need Yeah,
What do you
he
say?
needs to put some weight on. He needs to
What do you
put
say, Tom?
some weight on them chicken legs. Hunter needs to
Oh
work
You
on
yeah,
his
talking about
legs.
Hunter?
He has
Yeah.
skinny looking legs. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
that's
got
all I was
little. He
saying. I
got
think he'll be better after he gets on 10 pounds. My bad, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was gonna let somebody else say it before I said it. That mug he need to do. Yeah, hey, he
Yeah.
need to get up there like and get underneath that squat bar, boy. Sit down. That's all I can say
Hey,
because
for
I ain't never
real.
seen a man that big with legs that small. Where his legs smaller than mine.
Yeah.
Hey man, you
So
ain't doing
and people
enough
and
leg work.
people sometimes people don't really realize in a game of football like this, especially in the trenches, like that's your base. That's
That's where
where
your
all your
power come from.
strength, your
Yeah,
power come from. It's from your legs. So when you talk about, stacking and shedding, locking out, you know, things of that nature, long arm, whatever, it gotta come that power gotta come from somewhere.
yeah, that's a fact.
The power gotta come from somewhere.
All
So
fact.
hey, listen, we've been here 3 hours now on the dot. If you are enjoying the conversation, enjoying the debate, the energy and the vibes, somebody got some clicking going on.
My bad, that's me mixing. Hang on, I'm gonna go on mute, yo. I'm trying to mix this batter up for
All
this French
right.
toast, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Gotta get that
yeah.
cinnamon and that carnation milk in there, that vanilla extract, baby.
Yeah. Well, we'll hit that mute button while you at it. Yeah. Yeah, if you're enjoying the conversation this morning, the vibes, the energy, and everything that Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk is bringing to you, scan the QR code that's at the top right on the screen. Support the show. Show the channel some love. I greatly appreciate it. There's also a pinned comment in the YouTube chat that's at the top. It's a PayPal link. You do not have to have PayPal yourself. Just click the link, pull out your trusted debit card, or if you have a Cool Kev 88 debit card written down, make a big donation. I greatly appreciate it. All right. Show love to the channel. If you have not subscribed to the channel, go to youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. That is youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. Click that post notification bell, select all, so that way you be made aware when I do go live. It's Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time. All right. So make a transition. Houston will test how deep Carolina's execution goes. Chau Smith-Wade is the perfect example of why that matters, because his value is not only about one interception, it is about how many problems he can solve. All right. And it was good that you brought that up, Nick, because that is the last topic of the day. Has Chau Smith-Wade earned a defined role? So here's the facts first. Chau Smith-Wade started outside against Jacksonville and intercepted Carter Bradley after planning and driving in front of Austin Trammell. The third-year defensive back has worked outside at nickel and at safety during camp. Canales praised Smith-Wade's communication, physicality, versatility, and growing recognition. Smith-Wade is listed at 5'11", 176 pounds, and is competing in a secondary that includes Will Lee III, Corey Thornton, and Caleb Evans behind the established starters. Versatility only matters if the player can execute without weakening the coverage. Smith-Wade's value rises if Carolina can put him outside, inside, or at safety without changing calls, compromising communication, or exposing a matchup weakness. The interception showed playmaking. The real evaluation is whether he stays assignment sound, tackles cleanly, communicates, and can hold up against bigger outside receivers when needed. So my question will go to Slick Nick, since he over there cackling and giggling. Has Chau Smith-Wade earned a real role, or is he still emergency depth? What say you, my friend?
I don't know if he's earned the real role because he's a liability when it comes to running backs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Listen, I love the fact that he will jump a route. I do. I love that. I love that for him. But listen, when you get shaken out of the dude was 5 yards away from him and he shook him clean out of his boots. I'm talking
Boots
about he
on the
left his
ground.
cleats. I'm talking about his cleats was left on the other side of the field. So let's be 100% honest. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, and that's because of the fact that he is a liability when it comes to, like, you shouldn't get juked by a 30-year-old running back. I'm sorry.
Mm.
And the thing about it is that he over pursues, and that's why he misses tackles. He over pursues. He doesn't know just how to square up and let the dude come to him and tackle him.
Right. Exactly. Great observation.
Even if he's bigger than you, darn it, you square up and you take his legs out from underneath him. Don't, like, I understand wanting to
out there looking like Dante Jackson.
Listen, I understand wanting to end the play right then and there, but if you're smaller than this running back, and this running back is more agile than you, so your only option is to stop, square up, and let him come to you, and you take his legs out from underneath him. That is, I don't care how small you are. You take a man's legs out from under, he's going to the ground. That's just my thing about it. Now, when it comes to his coverage skills, the dude is an opportunist. If you throw the ball and he has the opportunity to look the quarterback in the eyes, he will read your eyes and he will go get the ball. That is a fact. He did it. That's what happened to Michael Penix last year. Michael Penix decided to say, "Oh yeah, I could just throw it here," and he took that shit to the house.
Okay, Nick Tri-State, what you think?
I think
has Chau Smith-Wade earned a role, or is he still emergency depth?
I think he's still competing for that spot. I agree with Gaskins. I think he's horrible in the run game. Can he cover? He's pretty good at covering. He has great ball skills, but he can't cover the run to save his life. But I think he's still battling right now for that nickel spot for sure. I think he might actually be in the lead right. Corey Thornton he's looked, maybe it's because of the injury, but he hasn't looked good at all. I mean, I saw a stat. He got targeted 8 times.
Bad.
Yeah, he got targeted 8 times and allowed 8 catches. Mike Jack ain't looked that good either. I mean, the Jacksonville backup guy was cooking him. No one seems to talk about it enough. They're giving him a pass, and to me, that's pretty. It's pretty. It's not good to see right now. It's not good to see right now. He's not looking too good.
Demi, what you got?
French toast.
I think y'all hit it on the head. But thank you, Tri-State. Thank you, bro. I promise you, we gotta be brothers in another life, bro. Because nobody, because you're the only person to keep it real about Mike Jack, bro. It looks like now it might just be preseason. We ain't game planning, we ain't scheming, but it looks like he took a step back. Yo, I joked with somebody the other day. I said, look, we might be able to keep him because it don't look like anybody gonna want to pay him.
Well, hold up. Now, let's be fair here. Let's be fair here.
Of course, I'm being facetious.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm being no. I'm being a tad facetious. He has gotten cooked, bro. And at the end of the day, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're gonna all pro vote, you ain't supposed to look like that.
I get you. All right.
That's all I'm saying.
So, let me ask you this question about Chau Smith-Wade. Do you think he can hold up outside if we move him back to outside? Because 3 years at Washington State, he was an outside corner. We didn't move him to the inside until the Senior Bowl that year, and when he got drafted, they tried to make him a slot or a nickel corner. But his production came from the outside. Do you don't think he can hold up?
No, because one, the staff like size on the outside. 2, you're typically going to deal with your bigger X's or your bigger Z's outside, and the fact that our corners, along with the outside linebacker, has to set the edge against the run. Kind of how Tri-State was talking about. He's not good enough against the run to reliably set the edge. That's one of the things that's why we brought in Morey, because when we go to our sub packages, he typically is the one to set the edge, and that's like a premium of our secondary. So no, I think that's why they put him at. So I think that's why they put him at nickel, because it takes advantage of his intelligence without exploiting his, his size issues and the fact that he is not a good edge run center.
Okay, Nick, what you got? Do you think he can hold up outside?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely. So can he cover outside? I understand that the guy might be bigger than him. I think he has speed on these guys, and that's the only way Dante Jackson was able to cover these bigger guys, because he was faster than them. But I don't know if he can hold up. I don't think so, because you get a more physical wide receiver, I think they're gonna put his ass in the dirt. Get off me, bro. So yeah, and then just like you said, he cannot. Oh my God, man. How do I know how to tackle somebody who's bigger than me? How do I know when I'm there? Because he was cleanly there for that tackle. He was there. All he had to do was stop, square up, and take his legs out from underneath him. Don't try to hit stick. Listen, everybody's not Maury. You can't hit stick. You can't hit stick everybody. You're not Ransom. You can't hit stick everybody. This wrap up and put him on the ground. That's just it. You're smaller than he is. He would have probably, if you had tried to go up top, he would have probably ran him over. So I'm just like, people don't realize that. You get embarrassed because you try to do something that you shouldn't try to do. This is my opinion.
Nick Tri-State, what you got?
Yeah, I wouldn't be too confident in him on the outside, just because like sheer size alone, he's too small. Now what's gonna happen if he's lined up outside and the team runs an outside stretch run play to his side, and a wide receiver is just manhandling him? Yeah, I'm not too confident in him outside. I think as a slot guy, he can be pretty solid, but in certain situations, you can't bring him in on a 2nd and 7, because it might still be a run play. Bring him in on 3rd and 11, sure. On for sure passing downs, bring him in. That's the way I'd approach it with him.
Okay. All right. So, Tri-State, right back at you. This will be the last question. Where do you see his best role? What do you think his best fit would be?
Chau Smith-Wade?
Yeah.
I think, like I just alluded to, I think in for sure passing down situations, 3rd and long, 2nd and longs, I would bring him in. But 2nd and 5s, I would be hesitant to bring him in on 2nd and mediums and things of that nature. But for sure passing downs, yeah, absolutely. His ball skills are he has great ball skills, man. We saw it on that interception. Not a lot of corners can make that pick. That was a tough interception to make.
Right.
Yeah, to turn your body in the air to protect the ball. That's what that's what he did. Because that's the reason he went to his back.
That was a straight hands. He got that strictly with his hands.
Yeah, and then think about this. And he knew with awareness to know, get your ass up and run. Even though he didn't do a good job at it. Even though he didn't do a good job, because he could have scored on that if he thought that shit through. Oh man!
All right, Demi, what you think? Where's his best role? Where do you think he fits best?
Kind of again, I'm a kind of echo Tri-State there. Probably on passing downs. As somebody that you can use as a versatile piece, because because remember in camp, Canales has said he was taking some snaps at safety. He's taking some snaps at nickel. They did some experiments and got outside corner. So depending on the matchup, you might be able to use him to bluff a few coverages, kind of bait some quarterbacks in and everything of the sort. So it'll be interesting, but I would like him. Nothing with 3rd and 1, of course not. 4th and 1, of course not. Anything anything more than third and four, fourth and four, something like that, where we're definitely expecting the pass something to where he can sit back and just key in on the quarterback's eyes, like Gaston was saying. So it takes advantage of his gambling ability.
Okay. All right. Rodney Boyd said, who was number 38 who caught the back shoulder ball? That would be Zakee Wheatley. Rodney Boyd, I appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, do me a favor, open up another browser on your desktop, laptop, tablet, or your phone. youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. All right. Let me drop this
Tell a
banner
friend
one
to tell a
last
friend,
time.
man. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
www.youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. You see it's right there on the screen. All right. I would greatly appreciate that. Oh, he said on offense, TD.
Oh, he's talking about 39.
Offense.
He talking 39.
He talking about the running back. The running back.
Rock Taylor.
Yeah, Rock Taylor. Yeah. Yeah, he's a running back. Yeah, like Papa said, he's a running back. Okay.
Yeah, I was pretty sure he was talking about. He said back shoulder. I was like, yeah, he's definitely talking about Rock Taylor.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think about that. I thought maybe I missed something that Zakee Wheatley did, but when he said 38, I was like, yeah. That's my guy. That's my guy.
I like Zakee Wheatley.
Yeah,
so
I like him too.
Hey, fellas, do y'all have anything else before we get up out of here?
I didn't get the answer.
Oh, you didn't get the answer? My bad. I thought you did.
No,
I thought you
I
did.
absolutely
Nick, go
did
ahead.
not. No, I did not. That last question.
Go ahead, Nick. My bad. I ain't mean to leave you out, dog, on purpose.
No, I'm just messing with you. But anyways, I think I agree with Demi and Nick Tri-State. I do believe that we will see different variations of the 4-2-5. We might see the 3-3-5. I don't know. I don't know. But I think we will see different variations of the 4-2-5, and I think depending on the situation, just like they said, if it's an obvious passing down, you'll probably see Chau Smith-Wade come in instead of one of the safeties. No, I mean, and that's just right. And I just realistically, I think it's going to be between him and him and Ransom coming in on that 4-2-5, depending on whether it's a rundown or if it's going to be a obvious passing down. So, I mean, I think he has his places, but obviously we know that stopping the run ain't one of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think he'll be all right, but I just think we're gonna have to protect him from himself. And then put him out there when it's necessary for the pass, and let him be opportunistic and go get that ball.
All right. Anything else you fellas got? Anybody got any last comments before we get up out of here?
Just real quick, I'm really interested. I can't wait to see the reporting from the ones versus ones in the joint practice with the Texans. I'm not expecting Bryce to dominate. That's not Bryce hate. I'm not expecting him to dominate simply because we're going up against the number one defense. And I mean, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They got people that can ball, and DeMeco Ryans can call. Now, as long as we hear that Bryce had a good practice, if we hear anything to where he put up a good showing, great. If we hear anything to where he looked electric, explosive, or he sliced them up, then you really got me excited for week one. So I'm really interested to hear the report. And so that's what I'll be all over this week, even more so than the preseason game.
Are you serious, Demi? You really expect him to do that against two of the best pass rushers in the NFL?
That's why I said as long as he has a good practice. I didn't even say great. I said if we hear anything more than good, I'm excited because he will have done that against the best defense.
Yeah. I foresee he's gonna get sacked a bunch of times.
What you got?
I foresee he's gonna get sacked a bunch of times. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't want to see it, but at the end of the day, I got to be realistic, man. I don't think that our guys can stop Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson.
My only thing, I'm gonna leave on this tone.
Hold on, Nick. Hold on, Tri-State. Go ahead, Nick. Finish up.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just saying right there, like, no disrespect to our tackles, but Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter are a different animal. So I don't know if he can hold up. So that's all.
Okay, Tri-State, what you got?
Freeling will definitely have his hands full. It'll be a great test for him.
Facts.
I'm real soon. I really like what I'm seeing on film with Jackson Kuwach, and it might be sooner rather than later where I might start throwing his name in there to put next to Devin Lloyd over Trevin Wallace and Chairless. But I'm gonna wait till after this preseason game and how the joint practices go, because, like I said, I love what I'm seeing out of this kid on film. I think he might, with Dan Morgan's track history of getting these sleepers, I think it's very safe to say Kuwach or Aaron Hall might be that sleeper that he hit on this year.
Okay, that's a good possibility. That is definitely a good possibility. Real quick before we get out of here, Rodney Boyd, C1N, said, who the three safeties y'all want on the field? For me, when we're in the big dime package, I would like to see Trevin Morick, Lathan Ransom, and Zakee Wheatley. That's what I would like to see. Who would you like to see, Tri-State?
I'd love. I agree with those three: Morick, Ransom, and Wheatley. But Evero don't like playing rookies, so it's gonna be Nick Scott. It's gonna be Nick Scott, Ransom, and Morick probably.
I understand that, but he said who you want to see.
Not who I want to see is Wheatley, Ransom, and Morick.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Nick Gaskins.
Yeah, I agree. Those three that you just said. I agree.
Demi, what you got?
Same. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Exact same.
All right. So I hope that answers your question for you, Rodney. Go ahead, Demi. What you say?
No. I was just saying, gotta go with the youth movement and the athleticism.
All right. So listen, I want to appreciate everybody that was on the panel today. Nick Tri-State, Prowling Veteran, Demi, Poppin, Ray Shock, Zip. Who else? I feel like I'm missing somebody that may have been on the panel. I forgot. But everybody that was on the panel today, greatly appreciate you guys for tapping in. Shout out to Reality Beats, Nervash, Will Robertson, B.A. Magneto, and Wannabe Cool Kev 22 for the super chats. I greatly appreciate you guys for supporting the channel as well today. All right. Here's where I stand on the facts. Carolina offense took a step forward. The drive against Jacksonville was connected, physical, and cleaner than what we saw the week before. But progress is not identity yet. Somebody mute their mic for me. I don't know if Debbie back in the kitchen or that's Nick. Nick, mute your mic, Nick. Yeah. But progress is not identity yet. Houston is the next test. Can the Panthers protect Bryce, run the football, handle pressure, and execute when the opponent takes away the first answer? And on defense, Chau Smith-Wade has made himself part of the conversation. Now he has to keep stacking clean reps. That's what preseason is supposed to do. Show you what deserves the next opportunity. All right. So if you enjoyed the show, hit that like button on your way out. I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. That is youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. Share it with another Panther fan, family, friend, co-workers. I would greatly appreciate that as well. And remember, keep the debate respectful. Keep the football facts first. And as always, keep pounding.